Great moments are born in great opportunity. One game. If we played them 10 times, they might win 9, but not this game. Not tonight. Tonight, we stay with them, and we shut them down because we can.
Are you ready? It's time for Longview Lobos football, live on 106.5 Jack FM.
Lobo Nation is on Jack FM. KOOI, Jacksonville, Tyler, Longview.
106.5 Jack FM presents the John King Coaches Show.
Brought to you by Peters Chevrolet Chrysler Dodge Jeep Buick in Longview.
Good evening, Longview Lobo Nation. Harlan, the sports guy, Dixie and Bob here on the John King Coaches Show, which is presented by Peters Chevrolet, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, Buick, and Fiat. And on the John King Coaches Show, filling in for Coach King one more week, we believe, interim head coach Oscar Wilson. Good morning, Coach.
Good morning, and I'm assistant head coach.
Okay.
Take that interim off.
Well, today,
Yeah.
listen, we play one day at a time. Okay, that's the only way I do it, is one day at a time. And this is today, you're the interim head coach.
Okay, I'll accept that. But I'm happy because Coach King is back.
Coach, well, let's start right there. And thank you for your time, first of all. And we're recording this on Friday morning before the Forney game tonight. And I'm going to have to give you directions to Lobo Stadium, I believe, because when you guys hadn't been there in a month. But we'll talk about that. So give us a Coach King update.
He's doing real well. He's back on the job, coaching. And when I say coaching, I mean coaching.
He's not watching and texting.
No.
He's on it.
He's on it.
Okay.
He's out in the middle of practice. Now, what he does, he'll drive the court out there, but if something needs to be pointed out, he's on his feet, moving around in the huddle, telling what he wants done. He's in charge.
Yeah. And,
thankfully.
And how's his spirits?
Real good. Real good. And he got a surprise last week. I'm sure the story's been told. His son came in last Thursday night, and he didn't know it was going to be there. He woke up he said about 1:30 in the morning, and he was standing over him. He said he got kind of scared because, he knew where his son was supposed to be. Didn't know it was coming home.
Yeah.
But it was a blessing.
So Haynes went in there and woke Daddy up?
Yes.
Boo.
Yeah, he didn't say boo, but he got it. Yes.
Guess who?
Yes, and he was really pleased for his son to be there.
There you go. Well, we're excited, and from what we understand, he'll be back on the John King Coaches Show playing the role of John King next week.
Yes, sir. That's my understanding. Now, if anything changes, I'm here. I'm his conduct. And whatever he needs, I'm here.
Now, I'm curious, is he going to be in the box tonight or on the sidelines?
I think he's going to be on the sideline.
Oh, boy.
Yep.
It's full John King then.
Oh, yes.
Well, and the timeline seems to be working out because we expected 3 to 4 weeks of him going through something like that. So this is good news.
This is real
that
good
it's
news.
fitting along the timelines that we were hoping it would.
Yes.
Let's talk about the Rockwall game, and we asked you for a favor last week. We said we were teasing you that it seems like for the last 4 years, almost every game, the Lobos like to spot their opponent 7 points. The other team goes out, wins the toss, goes down and gets a touchdown at 7-0. And we're sitting there eating papacitas thinking, oh, man, maybe this team came to play. Maybe it's not our night. And then, a few minutes later, I'll go, Bob, what's the score? 38-7, Lobos. So we said, stop spotting them 7 points. And y'all came out clicking on the first whistle.
Yes, and what happened? They chose to receive the ball. We held them. They had to punt the football, and the punt sailed over the punter's head. We go down, scoop, and score. Mm-hmm. We're up 7-0. Then we stop them again. We get the ball, we take it down, we're up 14-0. And so we knew it was going to be a competitive game, but we also told our guys we're going up there for one reason, to be 1-0 at the end of the night. And that's what they had in their mind. They were determined to do it. And with Coach King up in the press box, I kept telling people, they do it for him. It's not just a thing of loving him. They respect him. And that's what he had talked to them about. We're going to go out and we're going to play Lobo football. And that's what we did on Friday night.
Well, one game at a time is how y'all do it. We do 56 games, I think, is how many we're covering tonight as well. Well, you came out healthy. Are we ready?
Yes, sir. We didn't have any injuries, and what we're going to do is kick that ball off at 7:30. And Jackrabbits, Forney Jackrabbits, they are a good football team. They're 1-1 in district right now. We know that quarterback and that running back, they're lethal weapons. The running back's been there for 3 years. Well, hold on a minute. Let me go back. He might have been 4 years. But anyway, he's been there. He's a Notre Dame recruit.
Yeah.
And it's not in the fluke about it. He's a very good player. And he's going to come trying to defeat us.
This is that running back.
The running back.
And the quarterback,
Nelson,
yeah. And that quarterback, Nelson Peterson, for you guys listening in, he's already thrown for over 1,000 yards and 11 touchdowns. So
yes.
He's something to contend with. What are you going to do about that?
Well, we talk about our defense. That's what they've been working on all the week, is how to prevent pass receptions and also putting pressure on him so he won't have time to throw the football. So that's what we've been working on.
I want to go back to a couple of things on the Rockwall game because Johnny Vaughn and several folks of people I know that were at the game or watched the game made comments that the Lobos looked so much sharper coming off the bye week, opening up district play. Do you think it was what y'all worked on in the bye week, or was it just the fact that the big cat, the big toe, Coach King, was back and kind of everybody wanted to show him that we got you, Coach, and then I want you to talk about the last drive. Go ahead.
I feel like this. We had worked all that previous week. Now, we weren't just focusing in on Rockwall, but we worked on the little things. I told you last week we were going back to football one-on-one. Mm-hmm. That's what we did.
Right.
We talked about protecting the football, taking care of the ball. Now, we did have one fumble, but we didn't turn the ball over and hurt ourselves. We worked on tackling, and we did tackle well. And so when we talk about Coach King, he was out there with us, so that was the inspiration. That was the little spark we needed. And we got it, and we took it to our advantage. And Coach King is that spark. He's the leader of that football team. And we respect him, and those guys respect him. They're going to do whatever they can to help him be a success in football.
Now, talk about the last drive, because that was a statement drive, wasn't it?
Well, we knew that it was a two-score game at that time.
Yep.
And that if we did anything wrong, they could come back, and they got an even closer ball game. So we lined up and we played old Lobo football. Hard, grinded out football. We're going to hit you in the mouth, and you stop us, you stop us. You don't, we're going to score.
Are we going to run the ball?
We're going to run it.
Yeah.
Yes.
And dare you to stop us.
Yes.
If you stop us, you stop us, but I don't think you're going to stop us.
Nope.
Here it comes.
Nope, here it comes. And so we went down and scored that touchdown.
Yeah.
And the last play, when Johnny scored the ball, he had to run over number 4. And he ran over number 4. It wasn't just that he fell into the end zone. He ran over him. Statement.
Yes, it was a statement.
Yes.
It was beautiful. All right, let's take a break, come back, and we'll talk more about how great the Jackrabbits are and the first home game at Longview Lobo Stadium in a month. This is the John King Coaches Show. It's presented by Peters Chevrolet, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, Buick, Fiat, and this is your home for Longview Lobo football. It's 106.5. It's Jack FM.
Longview Lobo High School football.
Brought to you by Peters Chevrolet, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Buick, and Longview.
Peters Ram in Longview is gearing up for this football season during the Drive in a Fall event going on now. Make all the right moves in a new rugged 2025 Ram 1500, 0% APR for 72 months. The season is looking good with the largest selection of new Ram trucks at Peters Ram during the Drive into Fall event. Online at peterscars.com.
Life is meant to be lived in motion, in the moment, on the go. If a sports injury or chronic pain threatens to slow you down, hold you back, or take you out of the game, Chris's Health is here, right where you live, with complete personalized orthopedic care. Because you have a lot of games to play, miles to go, and life to live. Christus Health. Your health, your life, our purpose. Find care near you at ChristusHealth.org.
Hey y'all, it's Fozzie Whitaker for Tri-State Water, Power, and Air. On the field, I learned the importance of being ready for anything. That's why I trust Tri-State to keep my home powered up when it matters most. Call now for up to $2,000 off a new standby whole home generator. 903-331-0466 or visit tristategenerators.com. And make sure to let them know Fozzie sent you.
Call now for up to $2,000 off. Fozzie Whitaker is a customer and paid endorser for Tri-State Water, Power, and Air. Getting your favorite Chick-fil-A has never been easier. With the Chick-fil-A app, you can order ahead for carry-out, dine-in, or the drive-thru. Want it brought right to your door? Try Chick-fil-A Delivery, straight from the East or West Longview locations. Plus, every order earns you Chick-fil-A rewards, and you can redeem them for your favorites. Fast, convenient, and rewarding. That's the Chick-fil-A app. Download today and make mealtime simple. And be sure to follow Chick-fil-A East Longview and Chick-fil-A West Longview on Facebook and Instagram for fun giveaways, exciting new products, and community updates.
In Texas, we pride ourselves on standing tall. But sometimes, even the toughest folks need a hand. If you or someone you know is having a mental health crisis, call or text 988 to reach the Suicide and Crisis Lifeline. Or to chat, visit texas988.org. Trained counselors are available 24/7 to provide confidential support at no cost to you. With 988, you're not alone in the Lone Star State.
Why hire the Lobo lawyers? Because if you've been seriously injured through no fault of your own, you don't have to fight the insurance company alone. We are your pack, and we will fight for you. When it's time to Lobo up and lawyer up, call Sorey and Hoover, the Lobo lawyers. 903-CALL-DAN. Board-certified personal injury trial lawyers. 903-CALL-DAN. That's 903-CALLDAN. Sorey and Hoover, the Lobo lawyers.
When you switch to Progressive, you could save bundling your home and auto. Then you could put that money towards some of the surprisingly more expensive things in life.
Attention passengers, we've reached 10,000 feet and internet is now available for purchase.
I just paid hundreds for this flight and you can't even throw an internet? I'll just take the free pretzels.
Sorry, but I do have snack boxes for sale.
I'm just gonna sleep.
In that case, we are selling pillows and blankets as well.
I'll just breathe. That's free, right?
Life costs a lot, so bundle and you could save with Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company, affiliates, and other insurers. Not available in all states.
Looking for a stress-free way to finance your next car? Fuel your dreams with an ECU auto loan. Financing your next vehicle doesn't have to be overwhelming. ECU is here to help you every step of the way. We offer competitive rates, up to 125% financing, and no payments for 60 days, so you can drive worry-free with an auto loan that fits your needs. Just visit ecu.org/auto now to get started. Eastman Credit Union.
Longview Lobo High School football.
Brought to you by Peters Chevrolet, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Buick, and Longview.
All right, on the Sports Guy, Pigskin Bob, and interim head coach Oscar Wilson here on the John King Coaches Show. Thank you to Peters Chevrolet, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, Buick, and Fiat. And we got the Lobos and the Jackrabbits tonight at home. And they got a couple of Jackrabbits, don't they, Coach?
Yes, sir, they do. When we talked about the quarterback and the running back, they also have a receiver that's highly recruited also. And so we know what challenges lie ahead. But we know on defense, they're going to present a challenge. The number 4, the linebacker, he's played for 3 years also. Mm-hmm. So what we've been telling our guys on offense, go out there and play Lobo football. And we're going to try to do more than we've been doing in the past few weeks. But by the same token, we're going to do what we know how to do best, run that ball.
What offense does Forney run?
They run to spread offense like us, and they will get that ball to number 2 however they can, okay? Sometimes it might be a little swing pass, whatever. They want the ball in his hand and try to get him one-on-one. So that's what we've been working on.
You talked about in the bye week focusing on the Lobos and not other opponents and fundamentals. You've emphasized that. And tackling.
Yes.
Boy, it's going to be a challenge tonight because you're going to know if you know how to tackle with some of the cats they got that touch the ball. Oh. You better tackle.
Yes, sir. And Coach House, he's the secondary coach. And I had some step over dummies. And Monday, he said, Coach, I need those dummies. I said, okay, get them. They were working on tackling.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not a thing that you go out there and talk about it. You got to go out there and do it. So that's what we've been doing. We got to wrap up. I hear guys in the stands be hollering, you got to wrap up. Well, hey, what do you think we do in practice? We practice wrapping up.
You will hear us in the booth saying you got to wrap up.
You got to wrap up. So that's what we've been working on. And the kids are willing to accept that challenge, and we're ready to go.
Talk about Trey Hamilton, Johnny Hamilton. His development seemed to have taken another step up last week. Where does he go from here?
Well, what he's going to go to this next week, progressions of reads, okay?
Mm-hmm.
If one guy's not open, take your next receiver. And if that's not there, run it.
Right.
So that's what we're looking for him to do. Step up and be the complete quarterback. And he's accepted his challenge. Each week he's getting better and better. And you can see it by his play. And we just hope he goes another level tonight.
Well, that's exciting. I mean, because I've known him since he was a ball boy. And to see him grow into a full-grown man and who's made quite himself a quarterback here for Longview.
Yes, and the thing about him, he works at it.
Mm-hmm.
And he comes out there every day to get better. And he accepts coaching. That's the thing that people don't understand about a lot of players. You can be a hard head, but he's listening and he's taking heed to what Coach Sanders is telling him to do.
Could it be the Haynes King effect? Because he was a young boy watching Haynes King come through the program.
Yes, and, you know, Haynes was at the game on last Friday, and I saw them talking. So, yes, to answer your question, you're right.
I disagree with both of you.
Okay.
I think Johnny Hamilton, it would have raised that boy the right way into a man, whether Haynes King was ahead of him or not. I tell you, Johnny Hamilton would have raised that boy right.
Haynes just made him more man.
Well, all I'm going to say is this. It's a combination. Because Johnny is a great man, and he loves his son, and he's going to do whatever it takes to get him to the next level.
And he would be right here
yes.
with or without.
I think that example is everything.
Yes. And, you know, the families being so close together. Johnny played for Coach King. And so he's working with Coach King as assistant athletic director.
Right.
But also, the families, they get together.
Yes.
So, like he said, I'm sure Haynes has had some influence on his life. And that's why you see what he's doing right now.
There you go. All right, so we all agree to disagree.
Yeah.
It's not the first time, is it?
Yeah, but I'm right.
Now, Coach, moving forward, I want you to do me one thing. All right? Whether we get to interview you or not, take them one game at a time. All right? Will you do that for me?
Look, you can rest assured.
That's
every week. Our theme is 1-0.
That's right.
But what we're doing, we're going to stack those bricks together.
There you go.
To get the 1-0.
And this isn't coach talk coming from him. You honestly buy
No.
this.
He walks and talks.
Yes.
The first thing out of his mouth, I wanted to talk about legacy next week, and he wouldn't have it.
Nope.
We got Forney this week. I don't even want to know who's on the schedule.
This is not coach speak.
No.
That's how you feel.
Well, you know, after all these years of coaching, and people know, I've been here in Longview 47 years.
Right.
Been around some great coaches. But what we always think about, you don't put nobody down as an opponent. You play each one like they can beat you because they can.
Mm-hmm.
And if you go out there and make mistakes, you help them beat you. So what we keep our focus on is this, the Lobos. We're going to make the Lobos better week by week and play one game at a time. And 1-0. That's our goal.
And 110%.
Oh, yes.
The legendary Oscar Wilson filling in for John King the last 4 weeks.
Yes.
Yeah, and with a bye week in there. We thank you so much for doing this. I know this isn't what you want to be part of, but King said you got to handle the media, and you stepped in and made the man proud.
Well, the thing about it is this. I love and respect Coach King. That the people, don't like to say that word love, but we ought to be about love every day. I love and respect Coach King, and I love and respect what he's going through right now and how he's facing it and handling it. There's no challenge that's too great that God can't take care of, and that's what he's accepting.
Amen, brother. Amen.
Well, thank you so much for stepping in, and how many more years you gonna be on the Lobo sidelines and helping John King. You got a plan?
Whatever the Lord tells me. I'm led day by day by the Lord. And I love these kids. I love the community. I'm here to serve people. And as long as I have the health and strength to do it, I'll be here.
Just go 1-0 today.
I'm going 1 week at a time. Okay, 1-0.
There you go. Well, good luck tonight, Coach. Go get
Thank you.
That's Oscar Wilson filling in for John King on the John King Coaches Show, brought to you by Peters Chevrolet in Longview. All right, we'll take a break, come back, and send it to Lobo Stadium. I wonder if Johnny and Brian Houston found the box. They haven't been there in a month either, so we'll send it to Lobo Stadium and get ready for tonight's district matchup between the Forney Jackrabbits and your Longview Lobos. This is your home for Longview Lobo football, 106.5 Jack FM.
Longview Lobo High School football.
Brought to you by Peters Chevrolet, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Buick, and Longview.
Football is back again, and Peters Jeep in Longview wants to help you make the right play during the Drive Into Fall event. Take it down the field in a new 2025 Jeep Grand Cherokee, 0% APR for 72 months. Or call an audible for a new 2025 Jeep Compass Sport 4x4, only $24,995. Score big with these great deals going on right now during the Drive Into Fall event at Peters Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram Fiat, only at peterscars.com.
This has been the John King Coaches Show on 106.5 Jack FM.
Brought to you by Peters Chevrolet, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Buick, and Longview.
Friday Night Football. It's more than a game. It's community, pride, and giving your kids the best opportunities. With a mortgage from Telco Plus Credit Union, you can make sure your family is in the school district where champions are made, on and off the field. We offer competitive rates, quick approvals, and the hometown service you can trust. Get in the right home, in the right district, so your kids can play and win, where it matters most. Visit telcoplus.org today. We are your financial solution. Credit and membership qualifications apply. Equal housing lender, insured by the NCUA.
Why hire the Lobo lawyers? Because if you've been seriously injured through no fault of your own, you don't have to fight the insurance company alone. We are your pack, and we will fight for you. When it's time to Lobo up and lawyer up, call Sorey and Hoover, the Lobo Lawyers. 903-CALL-DAN. Board-certified personal injury trial lawyers. 903-CALL-DAN. That's 903-CALLDAN. Sorey and Hoover, the Lobo Lawyers.
Getting your favorite Chick-fil-A has never been easier. With the Chick-fil-A app, you can order ahead for carry-out, dine-in, or the drive-thru. Want it brought right to your door? Try Chick-fil-A Delivery, straight from the East or West Longview locations. Plus, every order earns you Chick-fil-A rewards, and you can redeem them for your favorites. Fast, convenient, and rewarding. That's the Chick-fil-A app. Download today and make mealtime simple. And be sure to follow Chick-fil-A East Longview and Chick-fil-A West Longview on Facebook and Instagram for fun giveaways, exciting new products, and community updates.
What time is it? Game time. Any dogs in the house? Woo, 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 woo. Now, with that out of the way, shall we begin?
Hell yeah! 106.5 Jack FM presents Longview Lobo High School football.
KOOY Jacksonville. Brought to you by Peters Chevrolet, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep Ram. Also brought to you by Eastman Credit Union, Longview Kilgore Cable TV, Sorey and Hoover Law Firm, Fish's RV Center, Longview Orthopedic Clinic, Christus Good Shepherd, Soapy's Car Wash, Hot Dog Express, Telco Plus Credit Union, and McDaniel's Quality Body Works. The Lobos are on 106.5 Jack FM.
Lobo Stadium for the first time in a month. It's a District 10-6A game between the 15th-ranked Longview Lobos and the Forney Jackrabbits. Good evening. I'm Brian Houston, along with Johnny Vaughn and producer Matt Morton back at the station. After missing 3 games following surgery for oral cancer, Coach John King returned last week and coached from the press box in a 35-21 Lobo win over Rockwall that snapped a 2-game losing streak. Longview is now 3-2 overall, 1-0 in district play. The Lobos rushed for 277 yards, and wide receiver Jaden Herndon broke out with 4 catches for 144 yards and a 56-yard touchdown from Trey Hamilton. Jeff Fleener's Forney Jackrabbits are 4-2. They're 1-1 in district play with a loss to crosstown rival North Forney in their district opener. And then last week, a come-from-behind win over Royce City, 40-26. The Jackrabbits are led by running back and Notre Dame commit Javian Osborne, who has rushed for 1,039 yards and averages over 9 yards a carry. He rushed for 307 yards and 2 touchdowns last week. Quarterback Nelson Peterson, Adrian's little brother, passed for 277 yards and 3 scores. They rolled up 588 yards on offense. They also gave up 444. Forney does allow 28 points per game. Johnny, looks like last week the formula is the best way to beat this team is for Longview to limit the Jackrabbits' opportunities by running the ball and eating up the clock.
Yeah, I mean, Osborne, he was here last year for them and just one of the best running backs in the state. And so we've got to contain him, and which I think we can do. I mean, it's a hard thing, but Osborne is a big hitter. But I think Longview last week we stepped our defense up a notch last week. Had a really good game, I thought, and I think this is going to be a game between two teams that are very similar. They play the same kind of run, throw, lots of different things. And I think this will be an interesting game, and I think Lobos can step up here again tonight, just like they did last week against Rockwall.
Well, Forney is an explosive team. There's no doubt about it. They average over 30 points a game, and they've got high-flying, skilled people. All their receivers are outstanding. They've got great speed. They can throw it around, and, of course, Osborne can really carry the running game as well. Lobos' defense is going to have to really step up and play well tonight, but they've played well all year long. That's not been a problem. The biggest thing tonight, I think, is that what we saw last week was Longview kind of reverted back to the Lobo way of playing football. They lined up and they ran the football and controlled the clock, especially down the stretch when they had to put the game on ice in the fourth quarter. Long drive, 7 minutes or so, and I suspect that we'll see a lot more of that tonight.
Yeah, and I think if our first possession is going to see what really Longview's going to try to do. And if they start out running the football, then that's probably a kind of an indication of what they want to try to do against them. If we throw the ball out of the front or time that we get the ball, they may decide to throw more. I'm not sure, but it'll be interesting. These are two good football teams, and either one of them is capable to put a lot of points on the board.
We're going to take a 1-minute timeout. When we come back, we'll have the coin toss, and we will get ready for the kickoff tonight. Longview against Forney. You're listening to Longview Lobo football on 106.5 Jack FM.
Longview Lobo High School football.
Brought to you by Peters Chevrolet, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Buick, and Longview.
Peters Ram in Longview is gearing up for this football season during the Drive Into Fall event going on now. Make all the right moves in a new rugged 2025 Ram 1500. 0% APR for 72 months. The season is looking good with the largest selection of new Ram trucks at Peters Ram during the Drive Into Fall event. Online at peterscars.com.
Friday Night Football. It's more than a game. It's community, pride, and giving your kids the best opportunities. With a mortgage from Telco Plus Credit Union, you can make sure your family is in the school district where champions are made, on and off the field. We offer competitive rates, quick approvals, and the hometown service you can trust. Get in the right home in the right district so your kids can play and win where it matters most. Visit telcoplus.org today. We are your financial solution. Credit and membership qualifications apply. Equal housing lender insured by the NCUA.
Longview Lobo High School football.
Brought to you by Peters Chevrolet, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Buick, and Longview.
Tonight's members of the Longview. Back here at Lobo Stadium, Brian Houston along with Johnny Vaughn. The captains are about to meet at the center of the field for the coin toss. Lobo's sporting a new look tonight. They've got their Patrick Mahomes Gladiator Adidas jerseys on tonight. They look a little bit like the New York Jets. All green helmets, jerseys, and pants. They've got some stripes that look like a little bit of a lightning look on the shoulders. And they step out there in that all green with the white numerals. For the Forney Jackrabbits, they've got the black helmets with the gold piping down the middle and the Forney Jackrabbit logo on either side of the helmet. White jerseys, dark numbers, black pants. Beautiful night tonight, 75 degrees and clear. Wind is out of the south at about 3 miles an hour. Forney has won the toss, and they will receive the football. So, again, we know that they're explosive and they want to score points, and so they're going to take their chances with the football to start. That means what we're going to see is that offense led by Nelson Peterson, the quarterback, and Javian Osborne, the tailback. Their offensive line, Jace Donahoe will be the center. A.J. Gomez and David Carrera are the guards. Mason Joshua and Jordan Caraway are the tackles. Tight end is Ty Fleener. Outstanding wide receivers. Amari Jahil is a Texas Tech commit. Preston Jackson, Benny Williams, and again, we mentioned Peterson and Osborne. For the Longview defense, Kristen Williams will be in the middle, Tyson Johnson and Darrell Dolly on the ends. The linebackers, Jaden Woolridge, Jesse Hampton Williams, Lawson Tubb, Bradley Williams, and then the corners, Decaden Carter and Josiah Hill, and TJ Jackson and Hobart Nelson will be the safeties. Kicker is Felipe Ayala. He is going to kick from our left to our right, back deep for the Forney Jackrabbits, number 3, Preston Jackson. And back there along with him is Amari Jahil. The kick is going to Jahil at the 4-yard line. Comes out to the 10, 15, big hole, 20, 25, almost tripped up, 40, still running, finally brought down at the 45-yard line, a 40-yard kickoff return by Amari Jahil. Not what you want to start off with.
He just about, I thought he was going to cut back to the right side of the field and try to head it up.
There's a flag. And it's going to be a block in the back, and it's going to bring that kick back. So big break for Longview right there. Forney was going to start the ball game at midfield. Instead, they will start this drive at their own 11-yard line after the penalty. They'll come out with 2 wideouts to the far side of the field. Ball's on the right hash mark. And Jahil is lined up alone on the right. Now they'll send a man in motion. And then they'll hand it off to Osborne right up the middle. And the Lobo defense stiffens right off the start. And he might have gained a yard.
We didn't mention this, but they've got a huge offensive line.
They do. These guys are averaging 280, 290 pounds all along that line. We've seen that before for people like South Oak Cliff. Again, they've sent a man in motion and a high snap and then a quick pass out to the right side, and the receiver breaks the tackle and runs down the sidelines to the 35-yard line. That's Wesley O'Neill. And it's going to be good for a first down.
Last Saturday, over 100 girls.
Just a quick jet sweep out to the right and a missed tackle. And then off to the races he goes out to the 35. That's a gain of 24 yards.
Tonight we will perform our dance twirl.
Now on 1st and 10. RPO over the middle. Pass incomplete. Intended for 17, Amayan McKinney.
TJ Jackson got 2 hands up on it, had a chance for the interception, didn't get it.
Second down and 10. Forney has the ball at their own 38-yard line. Handoff, sweeping right. Osborne gets small, finds a hole. He'll get 9 yards in the first down for Forney. Out to the 48.
Well, you saw his speed as he made a cut back and then almost broke that one off for a big gain himself.
Very shifty. He put his foot in the ground and cut it upfield. Managed to elude a tackler. So now we've got 2 wide to either side. They'll send a man in motion to the far side. And again, Osborne will take the handoff, sweeping right. Dodges 1 tackle, gets across the 50 into Longview territory at around the 48-yard line. It's going to be about a 5-yard gain. It's going to be 2nd down and 5.
Well, this is the first series, and you can see what they're trying to do is get the ball to Osborne.
Well, we've heard it before. All pregame we heard was they're going to try to every way they can to get the ball in his hands. RP over the middle, complete to Jahil. Jahil running at the 25, to the 20, to the 15, run out of bounds by the Caden Carter. Big play. And a first down for Forney at the 13-yard line. That's going to be a 37-yard pass play.
And a little slant, and the secondary didn't react very well and got a good throw, and they end up with a big play.
1st and 10 for Forney at the 14 of Longview. Handoff to Osborne, hit in the backfield, and down he goes. That was a good play that time, taken down by 76 Price and Horton. And Jesse Hampton Williams on the stop. It's a 2-yard gain. It's 2nd down and 8. 9:31 to go in the first quarter. No score between Forney and Longview. This is Forney's first possession. 4 wide. Receiver in motion, sets up on the right side. They'll hand it off to Osborne on the snow. Quarterback will keep it. Peterson did a nice fake on the jet sweep, and then zone read up the middle, gets to the 6-yard line.
TJ Jackson.
That's 3rd down and 5. They have gashed this Longview defense early, and they're also running a lot of clock here.
Well, and they're in field goal range, easy field goal range right now.
Now they got 2 tight ends. Osborne will take the handoff, cuts it outside, gets inside the 5. He'll go down around the 4-yard line.
Osborne with the carry.
TJ Jackson made the stop. And it's 4th down and 1.
James Pierce on the stop.
And Lobos trying to get people on and off the field in a hurry.
I don't think they're going to try to kick the field goal.
Oh, no.
For 1 yard. I think, and it's going to go to Osborne. I would bet the house on
You
that.
sure would think so. 2 tight ends. Osborne and a shift by another tight end to an uneven line. And now, again, the quarterback keeps it. Peterson up the middle. Peterson should have the first down. It was a tough yard, but he got it.
They ran the belly and to Osborne and then pulled it back out, and the quarterback then took the carry.
Again, Forney's lined up, and the Lobos are trying to get people on and off the field. They're going to have to call a timeout. Nope, they didn't. Handoff on 1st and goal from the 1 and into the end zone. Javian Osborne, touchdown. That was an impressive drive.
Yes, it was.
2 big explosive pass plays. Setting up the 3-yard run by Javian Osborne. 7:45 to go in the first quarter, and Vincent Hart comes on to try the extra point. Snap is back, kick is up, and the kick is good. 7:45 to play in the first quarter. It is Forney 7, Longview nothing. You're listening to Longview Lobo football on 106.5 Jack FM.
At McDaniel's Quality Body Works, we know that with steep premiums and high deductibles, many families are avoiding insurance claims. Many of our customers at McDaniel's are choosing to pay out of pocket for repairs rather than risking even higher premiums or cancellation. Each one of our McDaniel's locations in Longview, Kilgore, and Gilmer will be offering customer-paid discounts. We encourage you to come by and visit with our staff and let us show you how we can help meet your budget. McDaniel's Quality Body Works, Longview, Kilgore, and Gilmer.
Life is full of healthcare needs, large and small, from the birth of a child to caring for elderly patients. Since 1975, the Diagnostic Clinic of Longview has been serving East Texans with quality, personalized patient care, from comprehensive family medicine to a variety of specialties: pediatrics, OBGYN, internal medicine, general surgery, orthopedics, neurology, sleep medicine, and more. Diagnostic Clinic, always voted the best of East Texas, and always there to meet your healthcare needs. Online at dcol.net.
Following the Forney touchdown, they will line up and kick it off. Number 41, Vincent Hart, puts his foot into it. It's a short kick taken at the 2-yard line, brought out to the 10, 15, and down goes the return man. That's Caden Graves. So Longview, after giving up a 4-minute drive, 89 yards, Javian Osborne with a 3-yard touchdown run. Lobos trail by 7.
Plus, it's clear what they're going to do. We already knew it, but Osborne was in the middle of just about every play.
Well, they're going to ride that horse as long as they can until somebody can stop him. The Lobos come out in the I formation to start with. 2 tight ends. They'll hand it off right up the middle, and a big surge and a nice first down run by Mason Washington out to the 23-yard line for 8 yards and a second down and 2. So now you see, I think, what we're going to see from the Lobos tonight.
I think they're going to try to counter with their good runners.
They're in the pistol this time on 2nd and 2. And a handoff. Mason Washington to the 35, 40, 50, 40, 30, 20, 10, 5. Touchdown.
Wow. 77 yards.
Mason Washington. Nice answer.
No kidding. I mean,
a 77-yard run by Mason Washington, just off the right side, coming out of the eye. Nothing special, but very effective. And the Lobos 1 kick away from tying this thing up. Ayala comes in. Hamilton holds. The kick is up, and it's good. And with 6:58 to play in the first quarter, the score now, Longview 7, Forney 7. You're listening to Longview Lobo football on 106.5 Jack FM.
Football is back again, and Peters Jeep in Longview wants to help you make the right play during the Drive Into Fall event. Take it down the field in a new 2025 Jeep Grand Cherokee, 0% APR for 72 months. Or call an audible for a new 2025 Jeep Compass Sport 4x4, only $24,995. Score big with these great deals going on right now during the Drive Into Fall event at Peters Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram Fiat, only at peterscars.com.
Ready to order?
Yes. We're earning unlimited 3% cash back on dining and entertainment with a Capital One Saver card. So let's just get one of everything.
Everything?
Fire everything. The Capital One Saver card is at table 27, and they're earning unlimited 3% cash back.
Yes, Chef! This is so nice.
Had a feeling you'd want 3% cash back on dessert.
Ooh, tiramisu.
Earn unlimited 3% cash back on dining and entertainment with the Capital One Saver card. Capital One, what's in your wallet?
Terms apply. See CapitalOne.com for details.
Lobos tie the game on a 77-yard touchdown run by Mason Washington with 6:58 to go in the first quarter. And now Ayala will kick it off to Forney. It's a short kick taken at about the 12-yard line, brought out to the 20, 25 again. Huge running room, 40, 43-yard line. Preston Jackson spilled out there. But another big return by the Forney Jackrabbits.
Well, they tried to counter the big run by Mason Washington and almost did it on the kickoff. I tell you, on that last run by Mason Washington, they probably hadn't seen a lot of film on him. He hadn't had that many carries, but I think they know who he is now because that was an impressive run on his part.
No doubt. It's also the longest of his season. Sending a man in motion, O'Neal will come to the right side along with two other wide receivers. Now they'll throw a wide receiver screen to Amari Jahil, and he's blown up in the backfield. Tackle on the play by Lawson Tubb, the outstanding linebacker for Longview. No gain on the play, 2nd down and 10. This time Forney comes out, gun left with 3 wideouts to the right. And then they'll send a man in motion to the right wing. Osborne gets hit in the backfield and then swarmed by the Lobo defense and dropped for a loss back to the 41.
They popped him pretty good on that play.
Guess you're Hampton. No, I'm sorry. Lawson Tubb hit him first. Couldn't hang on to him, but that gave the cavalry time to get there and bring him down. So the ball back at the 42. 3rd down and 12. Forney with 4 wide, balls in the middle of the field. Peterson back to throw. Pressure coming, down he goes. Sack made by number 49. Jaden Bates dropped him for a big loss all the way back to the 33. 11 yards loss on the play, and Forney will have to punt.
Wow, what a play from a guy that really hadn't made a lot this year.
No, but he made a big play right there. An 11-yard sack. Joe Job will come in now to punt. Puts his foot into it. It's a high punt. Taken. Oh, fumbled. Now the ball's loose. Who's going to come up with it? Forney recovered it. My goodness. To Caden Carter. I don't know. He just didn't field it. And the fumble came out, and it was Forney falling on it. And a big turnover.
Well, you know, that what happened there, which happens a lot to punt returners, is he was sitting under the ball, and then the ball kind of faded back, and when he did, he leaned over, and it went off the end of his fingers. You see that a lot, but you hope you don't see it for your team.
4:44 to go in the first quarter. It's tied at 7, Forney and Longview, but Forney starts this drive at the Longview 35 following the fumbled punt. Peterson back to throw over the middle. Great hands catch. Amari Jahil breaks a tackle, still going at the 10, the 5, touchdown, Forney. He would not be brought down. 35-yard touchdown pass. Amari Jahil. That turnover bit him.
Yeah,
Vincent Hart comes on to try the extra point. Snap is back. Kick is up. Flag down. And the kick is good. Now let's see what the flag is about. Offsides against Longview has declined, and the touchdown stands. Forney 14, Longview 7, 4:33 to play first quarter. You're listening to Longview Lobo football on 106.5 Jack FM.
Looking for a stress-free way to finance your next car? Fuel your dreams with an ECU auto loan. Financing your next vehicle doesn't have to be overwhelming. ECU is here to help you every step of the way. We offer competitive rates, up to 125% financing, and no payments for 60 days, so you can drive worry-free with an auto loan that fits your needs. Just visit ecu.org/auto now to get started. Eastman Credit Union.
A fumbled punt by Longview's Caden Carter gives Forney the football at the Longview 35. 2 plays, they're in. Peterson with a 35-yard dart to Amari Jahil, and Forney leads it 14-7 with 4:33 to play in the first quarter. Vincent Hart will kick it off. High short kick, taken at about the 4, brought out to the 10, to the 18-yard line, and that's as far as Caden Graves is going to go.
Caden Graves with the return.
So with 4:28 to go here in the first quarter, Longview has the ball, and they will start at their own 18. They trail 14-7. Beckett Cox is the center. The guards are Damarian Pickren and Star Shaw. The tackles, Brady Yoder and Jaden Jacks. Tight end is Jaden Washington. The wide receivers, Jaden Herndon. Jordan Hobbs, we'll see Sean Davis. Trey Hamilton, the quarterback. Mason Washington in at tailback. They are in the I right now. That means Kylan Cummings is at fullback. And again, Mason Washington tries the right side for about a 3-yard gain. Washington came into tonight's ball game with 305 yards rushing and 6 touchdowns. Posted that 77-yard run just a few minutes ago. Actually got 4 on the play, and it will be 2nd down and 6 from the 23. Speed option this time, and this time Trey Hamilton's going to keep it, and he'll gain some yardage out before number 5, Caden Webb, was able to bring him down. He got to the 26-yard line. It's 3rd down and about 2. Send in a new package of offensive players as Trey Hamilton checks the sidelines. Going out wide left will be Jordan Hobbs. They'll have a man in the slot, and then a lone receiver is Herndon one-on-one on the right side. And again, they'll run that speed option. And this time, Trey Hamilton keeps it and gets the 1st down and gets out to about the 35-yard line. He didn't even show any signs of pitching the ball this time. It was just a straight quarterback power.
I'll tell you, he's a big guy, too, and it's a nice run.
6'3", 205. You got to make a business decision when you want to take him down.
That's for sure. You're going for the ankles when he comes through.
1st down and 10. I formation, wing right, 2 wide receivers to the right. Hamilton back to throw. Fires it right side. Caught. And still running at the 40. And down. That is going to be number 12, Sean Davis. And a big gain on the play of 25 yards. Hamilton to Sean Davis. So 1st and 10 Lobos.
Trey Priest making the tackle.
They have the ball at the Forney 40-yard line, trailing 14-7. In the I again. Hand off to the tailback. Mason Washington made a nice move to the right, got across the 30, and picked up another 1st down as he's brought down at the 28-yard line.
He picks up another 1st down.
Nathan Beretes brought him down.
Nathan Beretes making the tackle.
That gets the ball to the 28-yard line, and it's 1st and 10 Lobos, trailing 14-7. 3:08 to play, first quarter. I formation with 2 wide receivers to the left. Hand off to Kylan Cummings on that fullback dive, and he moves the pile and gets it down to the 21-yard line. Nobody has stopped that play all year. It's got 7 yards. It's like the tush push, except it's better looking.
Yeah, he looks about like a tractor moving people out of the way.
Officially, they'll give him 6. It's going to be 2nd down and 4. Ball is at the Forney 22. Hobbs and Herndon go wide left along with Jacaden Davis. All lined up on the left side. Hamilton runs that quarterback power again, gets a block, gets to the 15-yard line. It's a first down, Longview.
Trey Hamilton.
Hamilton being used in the run game. 2:13 to play in the first quarter. 14-7, Forney on top of Longview. Lobos have the ball at the Forney 15-yard line. Hamilton checks the sidelines, gets the call. Again, they'll send 3 wide to the left side. Running back is lined up to the right of Trey Hamilton. Now they'll run the jet sweep. No, it's a fumble again, and it's fallen on by Forney. A bad exchange from Trey Hamilton to Caden Davis. Davis never got the football, and the ball was recovered by Forney's number 98, Nick Moreno, and then there was a flag after the play. Second turnover of the quarter. And that one hurts because Lobos looked like they were going to take it in for a score.
Yeah, they were on the move. And
after the play, personal foul, unnecessary roughness, number 55 of the fumbling team.
Oh, goodness. Beckett Cox gets called for 15 yards for unnecessary roughness after the play. And so that's going to bring the ball all the way out to the Forney 41-yard line. 1:44 to go here in the first quarter. Forney 1st and 10. They'll be at their own 41-yard line. They send 3 to the right, and they hand it off to Osborne. Hit in the backfield and taken down by the defensive end, Darrell Dolly.
Darrell Dolly.
Drops him for a 5-yard loss back to the 35. Forney goes right up to the line of scrimmage. They'll check the sidelines for their scores. You'll rarely see them huddle. Preston Jackson lines up one-on-one to the left, 2 wide to the right. They send a man in motion to the near side. And now RPO over the middle, ball thrown behind the intended receiver, Jackson. Bad throw by Peterson. It'll be 3rd down and 16.
yeah, that's pretty far behind the intended receiver.
Yeah, Preston Jackson never had a chance to get that ball. So Jackson goes wide right. He's got 2 wide receivers on his inside. They're all lined up to the right with a lone receiver to the left. Man in motion now, sets up right behind the left guard, and they'll hand it off to Osborne on the draw. Osborne with a big burst up the middle, but he's tripped up on a nice open field tackle out there.
Williams making the stop.
That was number 18. Bradley Williams that made the tackle on that. So they'll send the punt team out on 4th down and 10 from the 41. Jobe out there again to kick. 23 seconds to go in the first quarter. Snap is low. Pressure comes, but he gets the punt off. It's a high, short kick. Bounces at the 33-yard line, then takes a Longview roll and is killed at the 39. 9.2 seconds left. Lobos trail 14-7 to Forney. So fortunately, the turnover hurts in that Longview did not get a score, but they didn't allow a score either, so got to look for small victories. Lobos will get 1 playoff here to end this quarter. They're in the I formation. Hamilton under center. Play action. He rolls to his right. Looks deep downfield. Now he checks down to Herndon. Herndon complete at the Forney 49 and then gets run out of bounds by number 4, Landry Hopkins, the outstanding linebacker. 1st and 10 Longview at the end of the first quarter. After 1, Forney 14, Longview 7. You're listening to Longview Lobo football on 106.5 Jack FM.
Longview Lobo High School football.
Brought to you by Peters Chevrolet, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Buick, and Longview.
Peters Ram in Longview is gearing up for this football season during the Drive-In a Fall event going on now. Make all the right moves in a new rugged 2025 Ram 1500. 0% APR for 72 months. The season is looking good with the largest selection of new Ram trucks at Peters Ram during the Drive into Fall event. Online at peterscars.com.
Fish's RV knows a thing or two about how to go play in Texas. And we've been here long enough to know that this time of year, in this town, that means one thing. Lobos football is back. And Fish's RV's fired up to be back as a sponsor. We can't wait to watch the green, gold, and white get back to ball and take care of business. So, Lobos fans, help us bring the noise every game this fall. Because if we're going to go play, we might as well go all the way. Fish's RV in Longview at the intersection of Judson and George Ritchie, where memories begin.
Longview Lobo High School football.
Brought to you by Peters Chevrolet, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Buick, and Longview.
Start of the second quarter. It's 1st and 10 Lobos at the Forney 46-yard line. Forney leads at 14-7. Longview turned the ball over twice in the first quarter. One led directly to a score. Handoff to the tailback, Mason Washington. Big hole up the middle again, gets into the secondary, and he'll get taken down just short of the first down at the 37-yard line, a 9-yard gain. Lobo's running very well between the tackles on that play. 2nd down and short. Less than a yard. 2 wide to the left side, 2 tight ends. From under center, Hamilton turns, hands off to Mason Washington. Washington tries that right side again, and he'll get the first down out at around the 33-yard line. 5 yards with 11:19 to go in the first half. Forney 14, Longview 7. Lobos have shown they can run the football against against Forney.
Yeah, Mason Washington's, I think, already got more carries in this first part of this that he's had maybe in the whole season.
2 wide to the left side. They remain in the eye. Play action. Hamilton back to throw. Now pressure coming. He's going to run. 35, 30. Still runs out of bounds at around the 27-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain. You heard Oscar Wilson saying in the pregame that they really were working with Trey on going through his reads. If you don't see the first guy, go to your second guy. If you don't see that open, then take off and run. And he's doing that, and it's 2nd down and 4 now. Hand off to Washington. Washington tries the left side this time and gets to the 20-yard line. And it's another first down for the Lobos. 10:35 to go in the first half. 14-7, Forney on top of Longview. Longview threatening as they get to the red zone. McCaden Frazier now in at tailback. They'll send 2 wide outs to the wide right. Ball's on the left hash mark. Hand off to Frazier. Frazier dances in, finds a hole, then powers his way forward to about the 13-yard line.
McCaden Frazier. with the carry.
That would be a 7-yard gain, and it'll be 2nd down and 3.
Xavier Young makes the stop.
Forney defense, Caleb Wingfield and Chris Redor are the ends. Dyson Robbins is the nose guard. Abel Carlawea and Xavier Young are the outside linebackers. Landry Hopkins is a 3-year starter, and James Priest are on the inside. The corners, Caden Webb and Tyler Bush. Safeties, Tice Kennedy, Daniel Thompson. 2nd down and 3. They remain in the I. Hamilton hands off to Frazier. Frazier up the middle, gets to the 5. 1st down, Longview. 8-yard gain. Lobo offensive line is opening up some nice holes for these Longview running backs.
Here, Hill making the tackle. 1st down, Lobo.
Datry Jones did a fantastic job opening up a hole for Frazier on that last play. 1st and goal from the 5. Handoff, Frazier. Frazier gets to around the 3.
Frazier with the carry.
Actually, they'll spot him at the 4. 2nd down and goal. Frazier and Mason Washington check out. Checking in at tight end for the Lobos is one of their defensive linemen, Tyson Johnson. Kylan Cummings is lined up to the right of Trey Hamilton, and they'll run that quarterback sweep, and he's taken down back at the 7-yard line. Outstanding defensive play by Joe Jobe.
Job showed really good speed as it looked like Hamilton was going to be able to turn the corner, maybe even get into the end zone, but no go.
So now it's 3rd down and goal, and the ball's back at the 8-yard line. And back come Mason Washington and Sean Davis. Out come Kylan Cummings and Tyson Johnson. They'll send Herndon and Sean Davis to the right. They're in the gun. Hamilton rolls to his right, keeps it. He'll cut up the field, get to the 5, and that's as close as he's going to get. I guess they're going to try to settle for the field goal because it's going to be 4th and goal from the 5-yard line.
Yeah, you come this far, you want to get points, and I think they'll...
5 yards is a little harder to get, though. So Ayala is coming on. Felipe Ayala with a short field goal. They're going to spot the ball down around the 12-yard line. It'll be a 22-yard field goal try. Ayala puts his foot into it. It's up and it's good. And Longview puts 3 on the board. It's Forney 14, Longview 10 with 6:32 to go here in the first half. You're listening to Longview Lobo football on 106.5 Jack FM.
Getting your favorite Chick-fil-A has never been easier. With the Chick-fil-A app, you can order ahead for carry-out, dine-in, or the drive-thru. Want it brought right to your door? Try Chick-fil-A Delivery, straight from the East or West Longview locations. Plus, every order earns you Chick-fil-A rewards, and you can redeem them for your favorites. Fast, convenient, and rewarding. That's the Chick-fil-A app. Download today and make mealtime simple. And be sure to follow Chick-fil-A East Longview and Chick-fil-A West Longview on Facebook and Instagram for fun giveaways, exciting new products, and community updates.
Life is meant to be lived in motion, in the moment, on the go. If a sports injury or chronic pain threatens to slow you down, hold you back, or take you out of the game, Christus Health is here, right where you live, with complete personalized orthopedic care. Because you have a lot of games to play, miles to go, and life to live. Christus Health, your life, our purpose. Find care near you at christushealth.org.
Lobos put together a 61-yard drive, 5 minutes off the clock, and they get a 22-yard field goal by Felipe Ayala to make it 14-10. Forney remains on top. And now a squib kick along the ground, and racing back to pick it up, return man at the goal line, knocked down at the 2. Great coverage by the Lobos.
Wow.
And near disaster for Forney as that ball got by because he kept it on the ground. It was like trying to field a knuckleball. Lawson Tubb came back to make the tackle on the return man, number 25, Taylor Hunley. Hunley had to chase that ball down and take it and pick it up at about 2 yards into the end zone. And then as he was trying to come out, Tubb was already right down there on top of him. So from the 4-yard line is where they'll spot him with 6:27 to play. Deep ball over the middle, thrown, caught. Oh, he dropped it. It was in the hands of number 15, Timothy Pace Jr., and he couldn't come down with it.
Wow, that was so close to.
Wow. Missed opportunity by Forney. And I mean, he was open. Second down and 10 from the Forney 4-yard line. Snap back, a handoff, Javian Osborne. Osborne taken down at the 5 after a gain actually out to the 6 of 2 yards. It's third down.
Osborne on the carry.
3rd and 7. Osborne is so quick, but the Lobo defense has been just as quick. But on third down, they line up 3 wide to the left side. Now they'll run the quarterback sweep, and burying him is Tyson Johnson. Peterson tried to keep it, and Tyson Johnson swallowed him.
Yeah. I mean, he just jumped on his back and squashed him.
3 and out. Great play by Tyson Johnson.
It was.
And Forney's going to have to punt from their own end zone. Line of scrimmage is going to be the 9-yard line. Job is lined up about 6 yards deep in the end zone. Caden Carter is going to be the return man. He's at the Forney 46-yard line. This time he makes the catch, comes up 40, 35, 30, still running, and finally goes down at the 27-yard line. Lobos are going to have great field position.
It's a great opportunity for Longview, 4:46 to go in the first half. And they're going to start with really good field position.
Outstanding field position. He couldn't get much more of a shorter field.
47 of the return team. 15-yard penalty from the previous 5.
Return penalty on the return team. I said 47, so that'll be Jessier Hampton Williams. I have no idea what he did, but that hurts. They haven't moved the ball yet. It's staying right there at the 28-yard line, so I don't know what the penalty was. Forney keeps the football. Wow. Critical penalty. And a first down for Forney. Man in motion to the far side. RPO over the middle. Caught! Still running at the 48 and down at the 49 in Longview territory is Amari Jahil.
Pass is complete to
This guy is so dangerous. 4:33 to go in the first half.
T.J. Jackson on the stop, along with D.K. Carter.
Peterson keeps the ball. He'll run to the left. T.J. Jackson trying to chase him down. He'll run out of bounds after a short gain to the Longview 46. 4:18 to play in the first half. Tonight's ball game brought to you by Eastman Credit Union, Sorey and Hoover Law Firm, Chick-fil-A, Diagnostic Clinic of Longview, Peters Chevrolet, Bish RV, McDaniels Quality Body Works, Telco Plus Credit Union, and Krista's Good Shepherd. Ball game also brought to you by Tri-State Water, Power, and Air. Keeping your home powered up when it matters most. Visit tristategenerators.com. 2nd down and 8 from the Longview 48. RPO again. Sidearm pass out to the right side by Peterson. It's off the hands of the intended receiver, Joe Jobe. Incomplete. And it'll be 3rd down and 8. Peterson's got all the tools. He's not the most accurate passer you're ever going to see.
Yeah, he throws a little bit from kind of sidearm, and that probably affects his how accurate he is.
They stay in the gun with a wing right, 2 wideouts to the right. And now they'll send Osborne in motion, and they'll swing it out to him coming out of the backfield, and he is blown up at the 50-yard line. Great open field tackle out there. Number 28, Hobart Nelson.
Pass is complete for Osborne.
Big win for the defense.
That was quite a big hit over there, too.
Making the stop.
So on 4th down and 11 from the Longview 49, Jeff Fleener sends the punter on
Garrett Hill, the punt.
for Forney. Snap is back. Low end over end kick by Jobe. Bounces at the Longview 5 and into the end zone for the touchback. 47-yard punt when it's all said and done. But the Lobos will get the ball now with 3:21 left here in the first half. Don't forget, we'll be checking in with Harlan the Sports Guy and Pigskin Bob for a preview of tonight's Friday night scoreboard show. That'll be coming up after our ball game. You can go over to KYKX 105.7 and check out those two morons when they're giving you the Friday night scores.
You're being too kind.
Well, you know, I'm trying to be nice. It is their radio station. From the 19-yard line, RPO, quick pass out from Hamilton. It's caught, or did he hang on to it? I think that's Herndon. Herndon claims he caught it. And if he did, it's going to be a first down. We don't have the pleasure of having a review.
Completed catch after the receiver was on the ground. The defender ripped the ball out of his hand.
Okay, it's called a completion, and it's a 10-yard gain for Jaden Herndon. And a first down for Longview with 3:15 to play in the first half. 14-10, Forney on top. Line of scrimmage now, the 33. Wing left in the pistol. Handoff. Mason Washington cuts outside, tripped up at around the 40-yard line, but a nice gain of 7 on the play. Lobos have run the football well tonight.
Daniel Thompson.
2nd down and 3 from the 40. Longview would love to stick this in the end zone right here before halftime. 2 wide to the right side. They stay in the gun. Handoff. Mason Washington tries the left side on a sweep. Gets across to the 45, and he'll have a first down. 2:20 to go in the first half. 14-10. Forney on top of Longview. Lobos have the ball with a new set of downs at their own 46. Herndon goes wide right on his outside. Will be Sean Davis, and a whistle is blown. Timeout is called. 2-minute timeout. Let's take A 30-second break. You're listening to Longview Lobo football on 106.5 Jack FM.
Football is back again, and Peters Jeep in Longview wants to help you make the right play during the Drive Into Fall event. Take it down the field in a new 2025 Jeep Grand Cherokee, 0% APR for 72 months. Or call an audible for a new 2025 Jeep Compass Sport 4x4, only $24,995. Score big with these great deals going on right now during the Drive Into Fall event at Peters Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram Fiat, only at peterscars.com.
At the 2-minute timeout, Longview will have the ball 1st and 10 on their own 46-yard line. They trail 14-10. 2 turnovers in the ball game for the Lobos. One of them led directly to a touchdown by Forney. That's really the difference in this ball game right now. Longview run game has been outstanding tonight.
Mason Washington, in particular, he's had a great night.
Lobos will start now again with 1st and 10 from their own 46. Hamilton has a low snap, has to go down to pick it up. Now he'll roll to his right. Now he takes off to run. He's at the 50 and runs out of bounds. That stops the clock with 1:54 to go in the first half. They'll give it to him at the 48 in Forney territory, so it's going to be 2nd down and 4. Caden Davis checks back in. The Swiss Army knife for the Lobos. They use him just about anywhere. Watch him on the jet sweep. He scored last week as he lines up in the slot to the left. 2 wide receivers to either side. Now the swing a pass out to Caden Davis. He gets a block on the outside. Will get down to around the 46-yard line. Hobbs was able to get a little bit of a block on it. He wasn't able to get as much yardage as he'd like. It's 3rd down and 2. Lobos hurry up to the line of scrimmage. They'll send 2 wide out to the left. Hamilton trying to run some tempo right now.
I think he's going to have to throw the ball up the field on this one.
Handoff and hit right at the 45-yard line, short of the 1st down. It's going to be 4th down and 1 as Mason Washington was only able to get a yard or 2 on the play. And now there's a timeout. I would imagine the Lobos are going to go for this. 1:06 left in the first half. And John King calls timeout, I guess from the press box. He's not on the field tonight. That is their first charge timeout. What are you thinking so far, Johnny?
I tell you, these 2 teams are very similar, aren't they? I mean, they both have really good running backs. They got a lot of speed. It's 14-10 here. Longview, if they can get this 1st down, they'll get the ball back, and they're not too far out of field goal range if they can get the ball back and make a play.
What you'd really love to see is them get a score here right before halftime. Then they start the second half with the football. Double up.
That'd be nice.
4th down and 1. If I'm Longview, I'm handing it off to Kylan Cummings from fullback.
If he doesn't make it, it'll be the only time this year.
I wouldn't even think twice about it, but they come out in the gun. Caden Graves is lined up to the right. Oh, and now there's a timeout called. Forney called the timeout this time, so I guess they wanted to see what Longview was going to line up in. Let's take a 30-second timeout with 1:06 to go. Forney leads 14-10. You're listening to Longview Lobos football on 106.5 Jack FM.
Looking for a stress-free way to finance your next car? Fuel your dreams with an ECU auto loan. Financing your next vehicle doesn't have to be overwhelming. ECU is here to help you every step of the way. We offer competitive rates, up to 125% financing, and no payments for 60 days, so you can drive worry-free with an auto loan that fits your needs. Just visit ecu.org/auto now to get started. Eastman Credit Union.
So the Lobos called a timeout to decide what they wanted to do on 4th down and 1 at the Forney 45-yard line. As soon as they came out and lined up in the gun, Jeff Fleener called timeout for Forney so they could counter on defense. Now it'll be interesting to see what the chess match looks like when the Lobos break the huddle. Graves stays in the ball game. And the Lobos are going to keep it, and they're going to run an offensive play, and they're going to stay in the gun with 3 wide to the right side. 4th and 1. And again, they'll run the speed option, and Trey Hamilton breaks it into the secondary. Gets to inside the 40, down to around the 37-yard line, and a first down for Longview with 1:01 to play, and right up to the line of scrimmage they come. They've run that quarterback sweep very effectively most of the night.
He's got the size and the speed to be able to do that.
2 wide to the left side on 1st and 10. Longview back to throw, tries to set up a screen. It's caught by Graves. Graves at the 40. Graves tackled at the 36-yard line. Gained only about 3 on the play. That was a nice defense out there by number 28, Tice Kennedy.
Longview takes their second.
That's another timeout called by John King and the Longview Lobos. 35 seconds left in the first half. Let's take another 30-second timeout. You're listening to Longview Lobo football on 106.5 Jack FM.
Hey y'all, it's Fozzie Whitaker for Tri-State Water, Power, and Air. On the field, I learned the importance of being ready for anything. That's why I trust Tri-State to keep my home powered up when it matters most. Call now for up to $2,000 off a new standby whole home generator. 903-331-0466 or visit tristategenerators.com. And make sure to let them know Fozzie sent you.
Call now for up to $2,000 off. Fozzie Whitaker is a customer and paid endorser for Tri-State Water, Power, and Air.
Lobos called the timeout, their second of this half. They have 1 remaining. They have the ball at the Forney 36-yard line. It's 2nd down and 8. And only 35 seconds left here in the first half. They trail 14-10. At the very least, they'd love to get another 15 yards so they could have a makeable field goal situation here.
Which will be interesting there, what they try to do here. Maybe you run the out route out there, just get it to them and get in field goal range.
They send 3 wide receivers to the right. Ball's on the left hash mark. Hamilton back to throw. Looks deep over the middle. Caught! Touchdown, Jaden Herndon.
That's a better idea right there. Goodness. What a throw.
37-yard score on a post pattern. Herndon just outran the defender. And the Lobos take the lead for the first time tonight.
That is unbelievable.
Beautiful throw and catch by Trey Hamilton to Jaden Herndon, and now Felipe Ayala will come in to try the extra point. The kick is up. The kick is good, and the Lobos take the lead. 17-14 over Forney with 28 seconds to go in the first half. You're listening to Longview Lobo football on 106.5 Jack FM.
Life is full of healthcare needs, large and small, from the birth of a child to caring for elderly patients. Since 1975, the Diagnostic Clinic of Longview has been serving East Texans with quality, personalized patient care, from comprehensive family medicine to a variety of specialties: pediatrics, OBGYN, internal medicine, general surgery, orthopedics, neurology, sleep medicine, and more. Diagnostic Clinic, always voted the best of East Texas, and always there to meet your healthcare needs. Online at dcol.net.
63 yards. Longview takes the lead on a 37-yard bomb from Trey Hamilton to Jaden Herndon with 28 seconds to go here in the first half. It's 17-14. Lobos on top. Ayala will kick it off. And again, he'll keep it on the ground. They've decided they don't want to give these return people a chance to get into the broken open field. Great coverage downfield as the kick was picked up off the ground by Amari Jahil. And the Lobo coverage team right down on top. And again, it's like they're kicking a knuckleball down on the ground, and it's really making it tough on the return men to be able to pick it up. Tackle was made on the play by Caden Dixon. But we'd already seen a couple of long kickoff returns by Forney, and the coaching staff decided we've seen enough of that. We're going to keep this kick on the ground. And it's worked. Forney will start at their own 12. 21 seconds left. Handoff, Osborne up the middle. Osborne breaks a tackle. No. TJ Jackson was able to hang on to him and wrestle him down, but not before he picked up a first down at the 27-yard line.
He was one step away from just going the distance.
Jeff Fleener and Forney call a timeout. Let's take a 30-second timeout with them. It is 17-14 Longview, 14 seconds to go in the half. You're listening to Longview Lobo football on 106.5 Jack FM.
Fish's RV knows a thing or two about how to go play in Texas. And we've been here long enough to know that this time of year, in this town, that means one thing. Lobos football is back. And Fish's RV's fired up to be back as a sponsor. We can't wait to watch the green, gold, and white get back to ball and take care of business. So, Lobos fans, help us bring the noise every game this fall. Because if we're going to go play, we might as well go all the way. Fish's RV in Longview at the intersection of Judson and George Ritchie, where memories begin.
Following the Forney timeout, Jackrabbits come back out. They have a 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line. Only 14.7 seconds left in the first half. They trail 17-14. 3 wide to the left. Lone wide receiver to the right. Now man in motion sets up as the H-back on the right side. And again, up RPO this time is thrown out to Jahil. And he catches it and he goes out of bounds at the 36-yard line. Clock stops with 9.8 seconds. I tell you what, the one thing you got to worry about is they got 3 or 4 guys on that field that can break this thing for a home run from anywhere.
With 9 seconds to go, they're going to throw at one of those guys.
You know it, and I would aim it at Jahil if it was me. Nelson Peterson, the quarterback, back to throw. No pressure. Throws it underneath. It's incomplete. Stops the clock. It was intended for Javian Osborne. He's frustrated because he thought he was open and the pass should have been there. 6 seconds remaining. It's 3rd down and 1. But with only 6 seconds to go, you got one play. And you got to believe that's going to be deep. Lobo pressure would be nice right here. 3rd down and 1. Peterson will hand it off to Javian Osborne. And he gets the first down, breaks a tackle. He's still in the secondary at the 40. Makes a cut outside 30. Chasing him from behind, Lawson Tubbs. Wow. And finally caught on the play by Decaden Carter. And guess what? The clock ran out. That was a big, big break for the Lobos in that they were able to get him to the ground before he got to the end zone. And he ran the clock out after a fantastic run.
Well, and the Lobos... at the start of that, they didn't just, they realized that he had a chance to go, and everybody got in position, and they were able to knock him out at the sideline. But Osborne showed his speed and how tough he was because he ran through a couple of tackles at the start of that play.
Fortunately, he did not get into the end zone, and we go to the half. Longview 17, Forney 14. We'll come back with the Eastman Credit Union halftime show. You're listening to Longview Lobo football on 106.5 Jack FM.
Longview Lobo High School football.
Brought to you by Peters Chevrolet, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Buick, and Longview.
Peters Ram in Longview is gearing up for this football season during the Drive Into Fall event going on now. Make all the right moves in a new rugged 2025 Ram 1500, 0% APR for 72 months. The season is looking good with the largest selection of new Ram trucks at Peters Ram during the Drive Into Fall event. Online at peterscars.com.
Why hire the Lobo lawyers? Because if you've been seriously injured through no fault of your own, you don't have to fight the insurance company alone. We are your pack, and we will fight for you. When it's time to Lobo up and lawyer up, call Sorey and Hoover, the Lobo lawyers. 903-CALL-DAN. Board-certified personal injury trial lawyers. 903-CALL-DAN. That's 903-CALLDAN. Sorey and Hoover, the Lobo lawyers.
At McDaniel's Quality Body Works, we know that with steep premiums and high deductibles, many families are avoiding insurance claims. Many of our customers at McDaniel's are choosing to pay out of pocket for repairs rather than risking even higher premiums or cancellation. Each one of our McDaniel's locations in Longview, Kilgore, and Gilmer will be offering customer-paid discounts. We encourage you to come by and visit with our staff and let us show you how we can help meet your budget. McDaniel's Quality Body Works, Longview, Kilgore, and Gilmer.
Friday Night Football. It's more than a game. It's community, pride, and giving your kids the best opportunities. With a mortgage from Telco Plus Credit Union, you can make sure your family is in the school district where champions are made, on and off the field. We offer competitive rates, quick approvals, and the hometown service you can trust. Get in the right home in the right district so your kids can play and win where it matters most. Visit telcoplus.org today. We are your financial solution. Credit and membership qualifications apply. Equal housing lender insured by the NCUA.
Cashback is not available on gas in New Jersey and Wisconsin. $5,000. That's the average amount of money people in the U.S. are now spending on gas in a year. $5,000. That's crazy. If you drive, you have to download Upside, the free app that gives you cash back every time you get gas. That's right. You can earn real cash back with Upside just by buying the gas you're already buying. You can literally start earning cash back today.
I use Upside every time I fill up, and I've already made around $300.
You're putting gas in your car anyway. Why not get real cash back? If you like free money, download Upside.
I'm saving the cash I earn from using Upside to help pay for a vacation later this year.
Download the free Upside app now to earn cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code MILE to get an extra 25 cents per gallon on your first tank. You can cash out anytime right to your bank, PayPal, or a gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code MILE for a 25 cents per gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code MILE for a 25 cents per gallon bonus.
Life is meant to be lived in motion, in the moment, on the go. If a sports injury or chronic pain threatens to slow you down, hold you back, or take you out of the game, Christus Health is here, right where you live, with complete personalized orthopedic care. Because you have a lot of games to play, miles to go, and life to live. Christus Health, your life, our purpose. Find care near you at christushealth.org.
Why hire the Lobo lawyers? Because if you've been seriously injured through no fault of your own, you don't have to fight the insurance company alone. We are your pack, and we will fight for you. When it's time to Lobo up and lawyer up, call Sorey and Hoover, the Lobo lawyers. 903-CALL-DAN. Board-certified personal injury trial lawyers. 903-CALL-DAN. That's 903-CALLDAN. Sorey and Hoover, the Lobo lawyers.
Back to the beginning when God created football.
Let's go! Welcome to the Eastman Credit Union Halftime Show, presented by 106.5 Jack FM.
Back at Lobo Stadium, it's halftime, and Longview leads it by a score of 17-14. Recapping the scoring in this ball game, Forney took the opening kickoff. They started at the 11-yard line and drove it 89 yards. Two long pass plays from Nelson Peterson, one for 24 yards to Wesley O'Neal, the other 37 yards to Amari Jahil. That set up a 3-yard Javian Osborne touchdown run to make it 7-0 Forney on top with 7:45 to go in the first quarter. Longview answered immediately. Mason Washington ran it, busted one 77 yards for a touchdown to tie the score at 7 with 6:58 to play in the quarter. And then again, Forney comes right back as Decaden Carter fumbled a punt It was recovered by Forney. That set up a 35-yard pass to Amare Jahil for the touchdown to give Forney a 14-7 lead. 4:33 to go in the quarter. Longview answers with another 61-yard drive. It took 5 minutes. They were able to get a 22-yard field goal to make it 14-10. Longview trailing by 4 with 6:32 to go in the half. And then with just 30 seconds remaining in the first half, Trey Hamilton wound up and threw it 37 yards on a post pattern to Jaden Herndon for the touchdown. That gave the Lobos their first lead of the night, 17-14, with 28 seconds to go in the first half. Javian Osborne broke a long run all the way down inside the 20-yard line, but the Lobo defense was able to catch him as the clock ran out, and no score. So Longview hangs on to have a 17-14 lead here in the first half. Johnny, thoughts about what's going on so far?
Well, I think that Longview's running game, I mean, in particular Washington, who's had a few runs this year, but he's stepped up and they've given him the ball a lot, and he's done a great job. And then Trey Hamilton, that long touchdown pass was just beautiful right towards the end. And this is 2 weeks in a row that Hamilton's really had good games. And then we've run the ball really well. The defense has played good. I mean, Osborne is a legitimate player.
No doubt.
And we've been all over him, too. So right now it's 17-14 Longview. But I think this is a game that could go either way in the second half. But the Lobos have really looked good today, on top of their game.
The best part of this is they get that touchdown with 28 seconds to go in the first half. Then they turn around and they get the ball to open the second half. So chance to double up and maybe open up some breathing room. We're going to take a timeout. We'll send it out to Harlan, the sports guy, and Pigskin Bob, and let them preview the Friday night scoreboard show. It is 17-14. Longview on top of Forney at halftime. You're listening to Longview Lobo football on 106.5 Jack FM.
Here we go. Lobo Nation is on 106.5 Jack FM. This is the halftime report.
Looking for a stress-free way to finance your next car? Fuel your dreams with an ECU auto loan. Financing your next vehicle doesn't have to be overwhelming. ECU is here to help you every step of the way. We offer competitive rates, up to 125% financing, and no payments for 60 days, so you can drive worry-free with an auto loan that fits your needs. Just visit ecu.org/auto now to get started. Eastman Credit Union.
Football is back again, and Peters Jeep in Longview wants to help you make the right play during the Drive Into Fall event. Take it down the field in a new 2025 Jeep Grand Cherokee, 0% APR for 72 months. Or call an audible for a new 2025 Jeep Compass Sport 4x4, only $24,995. Score big with these great deals going on right now during the Drive Into Fall event at Peters Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram Fiat, only at peterscars.com.
Life is full of healthcare needs, large and small, from the birth of a child to caring for elderly patients. Since 1975, the Diagnostic Clinic of Longview has been serving East Texans with quality, personalized patient care, from comprehensive family medicine to a variety of specialties: pediatrics, OBGYN, internal medicine, general surgery, orthopedics, neurology, sleep medicine, and more. Diagnostic Clinic, always voted the best of East Texas, and always there to meet your healthcare needs. Online at dcol.net.
Fish's RV knows a thing or two about how to go play in Texas. And we've been here long enough to know that this time of year, in this town, that means one thing. Lobos football is back. And Fish's RV's fired up to be back as a sponsor. We can't wait to watch the green, gold, and white get back to ball and take care of business. So, Lobos fans, help us bring the noise every game this fall. Because if we're going to go play, we might as well go all the way. Fish's RV in Longview at the intersection of Judson and George Ritchie, where memories begin.
Hey y'all, it's Fozzie Whitaker for Tri-State Water, Power, and Air. On the field, I learned the importance of being ready for anything. That's why I trust Tri-State to keep my home powered up when it matters most. Call now for up to $2,000 off a new standby whole home generator. 903-331-0466 or visit tristategenerators.com. And make sure to let them know Fozzie sent you.
Call now for up to $2,000 off. Fozzie Whitaker is a customer and paid endorser for Tri-State Water, Power, and Air.
Cashback is not available on gas in New Jersey and Wisconsin. $5,000. That's the average amount of money people in the U.S. are now spending on gas in a year. $5,000. That's crazy. If you drive, you have to download Upside, the free app that gives you cash back every time you get gas. That's right. You can earn real cash back with Upside just by buying the gas you're already buying. You can literally start earning cash back today.
I use Upside every time I fill up, and I've already made around $300.
You're putting gas in your car anyway. Why not get real cash back? If you like free money, download Upside.
I'm saving the cash I earn from using Upside to help pay for a vacation later this year.
Download the free Upside app now to earn cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code MILE to get an extra 25 cents per gallon on your first tank. You can cash out anytime right to your bank, PayPal, or a gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code MILE for a 25 cents per gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code MILE for a 25 cents per gallon bonus.
Whatever you're facing, whatever you're struggling with, the 988 Suicide and Crisis Lifeline can help. Trained counselors are available 24/7 to provide confidential support at no cost to you. If you or someone you know is having a mental health crisis, call or text 988. Or to chat, visit texas988.org. With 988, you're not alone in the Lone Star State.
At McDaniel's Quality Body Works, we know that with steep premiums and high deductibles, many families are avoiding insurance claims. Many of our customers at McDaniel's are choosing to pay out of pocket for repairs rather than risking even higher premiums or cancellation. Each one of our McDaniel's locations in Longview, Kilgore, and Gilmer will be offering customer-paid discounts. We encourage you to come by and visit with our staff and let us show you how we can help meet your budget. McDaniel's Quality Body Works, Longview, Kilgore, and Gilmer.
Getting your favorite Chick-fil-A has never been easier. With the Chick-fil-A app, you can order ahead for carry-out, dine-in, or the drive-thru. Want it brought right to your door? Try Chick-fil-A Delivery, straight from the East or West Longview locations. Plus, every order earns you Chick-fil-A rewards, and you can redeem them for your favorites. Fast, convenient, and rewarding. That's the Chick-fil-A app. Download today and make mealtime simple. Be sure to follow Chick-fil-A East Longview and Chick-fil-A West Longview on Facebook and Instagram for fun giveaways, exciting new products, and community updates.
Here we go. Lobo Nation is on 106.5 Jack FM. This is the halftime report.
Harlan, the sports guy, Pigskin Bob, on your Eastman Credit Union halftime show here for Longview Lobo football. And while the Lobos are taking care of the Rabbits, Jackrabbits, we're going to be taking care of the rest of East Texas high school football. So on your way home from the game tonight or after the game, join us on Kicks 105.7. We're on there. We're also on 104.1 and 103.7 The Ranch. And we're going to be covering games all over East Texas. Bob?
Tyler Legacy is at Royce City. Interested in see how Legacy comes along on that because they need a win.
I like them tonight.
I'm crossing my fingers on that one. Tyler High with a big win last week. Can they knock off Cleburne tonight at Tyler High?
I know nothing about Cleburne.
You got Nacogdoches at Hallsville. That's a big game for both of these programs if you want a playoff shot.
What's Nac, 4-1? Playing really good Nacogdoches football.
Jacksonville's at White House, and the game I like a lot is the Texas High Marshall matchup. That is district championship. Happening in Marshall.
And that game's in Harrison County.
That is in Marshall, Texas, USA.
You got to like the Mavs having a chance. Texas High, one of the top teams in the state so far this year, but they can be had.
They can be.
And Marshall can get them at home.
Probably the only district opponent that can.
Yeah. I agree.
So that's got to happen. Now in 4A football, we got Sulphur Springs at Salina. Henderson.
Hold on. Sulphur Springs playing great. They got to play the champs. That's a big game.
Did I gloss over that?
Yeah, I'm excited about that game because, boy, you knock off Salina.
Yes.
You have sent a message across the state.
And this is a good Sulphur Springs team this year.
Yeah, I like them.
What about Henderson at Maybank?
Yeah.
Henderson should win this game.
Henderson needs a win.
Now, the Chapel Hill Kilgore game. You got Bulldogs on Bulldogs.
Normally.
Who is that bigger for?
It's got to be bigger for Chapel Hill.
I think so, too.
Normally, I would show you all these marbles and tell you that one's for all the marbles.
Uh-huh.
Lindale's going to have something to say in that district. So this is just one of the many great games in that district.
Right.
You win this, you have not won the gold football because both of them still have to play Lindale. And you could lose this. You could beat Lindale. Lindale could beat the team you beat. It could get really crazy, but this is important.
Speaking of Lindale, they're traveling to Palestine. Don't overlook Palestine, Lindale. That could screw up things even worse if Palestine was able to get a win at home.
I'm high on Lindale, but your point is accurate. Any team can lose in that district on any given night.
Yeah, and Palestine's good enough to pull out a win like that.
Ask Henderson and Kilgore last year.
Yeah.
They pulled the upset in Kilgore.
That happens.
That can happen.
All right, we got the Yellow Jackets of Kemp. They're taking on Canton. Pittsburgh's at Gilmer. Talk about a fun game to keep our eye open for. Pittsburgh up, Gilmer down. Can the Pirates win?
And the Pittsburgh, the last few years have been way down. Gilmer, of course, has been great for 20 years, but this year has not played out like that. But now it's district play, and Gilmer's had 2 weeks to hide the warts and fix the warts. I think that's a great game to start district play.
I know the people in Pittsburgh are sniffing out a victory right now. If you ever had a chance to beat Gilmer, this is your chance.
I agree. I just don't see it.
All right, Van is traveling to Spring Hill. Athens at Brownsboro. We got Rusk at Bullard. Carthage at Center.
Hey, it's homecoming for the Bullard Panthers.
Oh, that's right.
A little Hoco action there.
Stories about that later on.
Brought to you by Hamels Forest.
Carthage at Center. Now in 3A action, you got Rains at Mount Vernon, Eustis at Winsboro, Mineola Malakoff, Atlanta's at Sabine.
How do you like Mineola Malakoff? Because Mineola gave Winsboro a game, and Malakoff is 2-3 this year.
And Malakoff, yes, is struggling.
But they played some great teams. We don't know. We're going to learn more tonight. But if later tonight you're reading that Mineola beats Malakoff, would you be surprised?
No, I would not be surprised.
Yeah.
But it would be considered an upset.
Yes.
All right. Atlanta at Sabine. And then this game I like is Gladewater at Liberty Islo.
Yes.
That should be fun to watch.
Boy, the Bears are excited. Even Brandon Michael, Gladewater alumni, is excited about that. But Liberty Islo is not to be messed with.
Edgewood's at Grand Saline.
That's a great game.
Yes, it is.
It's way out there west, but it's a great East Texas game.
You've got Queen City at Dangerfield. Hooks is at Hugh Springs. New Diana at West Rusk.
Big.
Yeah, that's big. And West Rusk is pretty dang good.
I've been voting for them for several weeks now in my Beast Texas Fabulous 15 polls. This week they got on the polls. Other people are starting to take notice of what you and I saw when they beat Gladewater in Jack V. Murphy Stadium.
Right.
But boy, New Diana, they could ruin your season.
They can.
In one game.
Winona is traveling to Troop, and is Troop for real?
Yes, absolutely. Right. Absolutely. Troop America, baby.
A couple of more. Wascom at Beckville, Elysian Fields at Big Sandy, Hawkins and Harleton. That could be a playoff game right there. Winner of that game could make it in.
That's right. There you go. There's the games we're going to be covering for you while you're taking care of the Lobos. You guys take care of the Lobo win. We'll take care of all these games. But join us after the game, and we'll catch you up. We're over on Kicks 105.7 and, of course, 104.1, 103.7 The Ranch. This is your Eastman Credit Union halftime show. We'll send it back to the stadium after this on your home for Longview Lobo football, 106.5 Jack FM.
Here we go. Lobo Nation is on 106.5 Jack FM. This is the halftime report.
Looking for a stress-free way to finance your next car? Fuel your dreams with an ECU auto loan. Financing your next vehicle doesn't have to be overwhelming. ECU is here to help you every step of the way. We offer competitive rates, up to 125% financing, and no payments for 60 days, so you can drive worry-free with an auto loan that fits your needs. Just visit ecu.org/auto now to get started. Eastman Credit Union.
Peters Ram in Longview is gearing up for this football season during the Drive Into Fall event going on now. Make all the right moves in a new rugged 2025 Ram 1500, 0% APR for 72 months. The season is looking good with the largest selection of new Ram trucks at Peters Ram during the Drive Into Fall event. Online at peterscars.com.
Fish's RV knows a thing or two about how to go play in Texas. And we've been here long enough to know that this time of year, in this town, that means one thing. Lobos football is back. And Fish's RV's fired up to be back as a sponsor. We can't wait to watch the green, gold, and white get back to ball and take care of business. So, Lobos fans, help us bring the noise every game this fall. Because if we're going to go play, we might as well go all the way. Fish's RV in Longview at the intersection of Judson and George Ritchie, where memories begin.
Life is meant to be lived in motion, in the moment, on the go. If a sports injury or chronic pain threatens to slow you down, hold you back, or take you out of the game, Christus Health is here, right where you live, with complete personalized orthopedic care. Because you have a lot of games to play, miles to go, and life to live. Christus Health, your life, our purpose. Find care near you at christushealth.org.
Hey y'all, it's Fozzie Whitaker for Tri-State Water, Power, and Air. On the field, I learned the importance of being ready for anything. That's why I trust Tri-State to keep my home powered up when it matters most. Call now for up to $2,000 off a new standby whole home generator. 903-331-0466 or visit tristategenerators.com. And make sure to let them know Fozzie sent you.
Call now for up to $2,000 off. Fozzie Whitaker is a customer and paid endorser for Tri-State Water, Power, and Air. Getting your favorite Chick-fil-A has never been easier. With the Chick-fil-A app, you can order ahead for carry-out, dine-in, or the drive-thru. Want it brought right to your door? Try Chick-fil-A Delivery, straight from the East or West Longview locations. Plus, every order earns you Chick-fil-A rewards, and you can redeem them for your favorites. Fast, convenient, and rewarding. That's the Chick-fil-A app. Download today and make mealtime simple. And be sure to follow Chick-fil-A East Longview and Chick-fil-A West Longview on Facebook and Instagram for fun giveaways, exciting new products, and community updates.
Why hire the Lobo lawyers? Because if you've been seriously injured through no fault of your own, you don't have to fight the insurance company alone. We are your pack, and we will fight for you. When it's time to Lobo up and lawyer up, call Sorey and Hoover, the Lobo Lawyers. 903-CALL-DAN. Board-certified personal injury trial lawyers. 903-CALL-DAN. That's 903-CALLDAN. Sorey and Hoover, the Lobo Lawyers. Life is full of healthcare needs, large and small, from the birth of a child to caring for elderly patients. Since 1975, the Diagnostic Clinic of Longview has been serving East Texans with quality, personalized patient care, from comprehensive family medicine to a variety of specialties: pediatrics, OBGYN, internal medicine, general surgery, orthopedics, neurology, sleep medicine, and more. Diagnostic Clinic, always voted the best of East Texas, and always there to meet your healthcare needs. Online at dcol.net.
At McDaniel's Quality Body Works, we know that with steep premiums and high deductibles, many families are avoiding insurance claims. Many of our customers at McDaniel's are choosing to pay out of pocket for repairs rather than risking even higher premiums or cancellation. Each one of our McDaniel's locations in Longview, Kilgore, and Gilmer will be offering customer-paid discounts. We encourage you to come by and visit with our staff and let us show you how we can help meet your budget. McDaniel's Quality Body Works, Longview, Kilgore, and Gilmer.
Call your Rub-A-Dub neighbors
for quotes on your drains and pipes.
We don't mind being your second opinion. That's okay, too.
We'll tell you if we can do better for you.
If not, you get a Stanley Barbecue gift card for $100.
To simply say, thanks for giving us a shot.
We're your East Texas plumbers driving bright yellow trucks.
But we're your neighbors first with that big blue duck. We'll look at your drains and pipes.
And make those quotes clean.
Not just clean. Squeaky clean.
Online at rubadubplumbing.com.
Here we go. Lobo Nation is on 106.5 Jack FM. This is the halftime report.
Back here at Lobo Stadium, Brian Houston at halftime. Longview leads 17-14 over Forney. Elsewhere in District 10-6A, Rockwall Heath and North Forney, the only other unbeaten teams in the district along with Longview. They're playing tonight at North Forney, and Rockwall Heath is putting it to North Forney 42-21 at halftime. The other game in the district going on in Tyler tonight, actually at Royce City tonight. Tyler Legacy not having much fun right now. They're losing to Royce City by a score of 31-7. Longview plays Tyler Legacy at Rose Stadium next week. We'll have that ball game for you starting with the Coach John King show at 7, and then kickoff is at 7:30, and Johnny Vaughn and I will have All the action for you. Elsewhere around the East Texas area, other scores of interest. Gilmer leads Pittsburgh 22-7 in the third quarter. Cayuga leads Carlisle 7-6 in the third. Pleasant Grove over North Lamar 56-7 in the third quarter. It's Paul Pewitt trailing Bowles by a score 25-12. Overton leads Lovelady 21-14. Spring Hill trailing Van 42-26. Canton up on Kemp 49-0. Harleton 21-6 over Hawkins. It's Edgewood over Grand Saline at halftime 14-7. Elysian Fields leads Big Sandy by a score of 15-0. Other scores from around East Texas: Sabine trails Atlanta 28-0 at halftime. Big game going on at Chapel Hill. Kilgore leads Chapel Hill 7-0 at the half. And another big ball game in that 5A district. Texas High leads Marshall 7-0 at halftime. We'll take a timeout. We'll come back. We'll get ready for the start of the second half. You're listening to Longview Lobo football on 106.5 Jack FM.
Here we go. Lobo Nation is on 106.5 Jack FM. This is the halftime report.
Looking for a stress-free way to finance your next car? Fuel your dreams with an ECU auto loan. Financing your next vehicle doesn't have to be overwhelming. ECU is here to help you every step of the way. We offer competitive rates, up to 125% financing, and no payments for 60 days, so you can drive worry-free with an auto loan that fits your needs. Just visit ecu.org/auto now to get started. Eastman Credit Union.
This is football.
This has been the Eastman Credit Union Halftime Show, presented by 106.5 Jack FM.
This tale is a warning to those who will listen. On Saturdays at Noskala, when the moon starts to glisten, the ghouls, the witches, and feared wolves of Ware aren't nearly as scary as the wind machine there. Those who are brave will come test their luck. 100K in free play, flying monster butts, where wicked means winnings, not hauntings or hexes. Noskala Casino in Livingston, the luckiest spot in Texas.
Hold on to your caps. Academy Sports and Outdoors is finally opening in Palestine, Texas this October. Need a new grill that says we smoke brisket and our football rivals? We got you. A fishing rod that screams I reel in hogs and pack a mean cooler. We got that too. How about a new pair of shoes that say I run trails and look fly doing it? You got it at your new Academy in Palestine. We'll have all the sports and outdoor gear you need at undefeatable prices every day, because here, fun can't lose.
Why hire the Lobo lawyers? Because if you've been seriously injured through no fault of your own, you don't have to fight the insurance company alone. We are your pack, and we will fight for you. When it's time to Lobo up and lawyer up, call Sorey and Hoover, the Lobo lawyers. 903-CALL-DAN. Board-certified personal injury trial lawyers. 903-CALL-DAN. That's 903-CALLDAN. Sorey and Hoover, the Lobo lawyers.
Cashback is not available on gas in New Jersey and Wisconsin. $5,000. That's the average amount of money people in the U.S. are now spending on gas in a year. $5,000. That's crazy. If you drive, you have to download Upside, the free app that gives you cash back every time you get gas. That's right. You can earn real cash back with Upside just by buying the gas you're already buying. You can literally start earning cash back today.
I use Upside every time I fill up, and I've already made around $300.
You're putting gas in your car anyway. Why not get real cash back? If you like free money, download Upside.
I'm saving the cash I earn from using Upside to help pay for a vacation later this year.
Download the free Upside app now to earn cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code MILE to get an extra 25 cents per gallon on your first tank. You can cash out anytime right to your bank, PayPal, or a gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code MILE for a 25 cents per gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code MILE for a 25 cents per gallon bonus.
Coverage varies by plan. View contracts and exclusions at endurancewarranty.com.
This is an announcement to all United States vehicle owners who own a 2003 or newer vehicle with a manufacturer's warranty about to expire or no warranty coverage at all. With a struggling economy and the cost of living on the rise, Endurance is now offering an affordable, low-cost vehicle coverage plan to the general public. As of today, you could be one of millions of drivers that now may qualify to have your vehicle protected under this coverage and have all future covered auto repairs paid directly to the repair shop for you. You pick your plan. You pick your deductible. You even pick the repair shop. Roadside service, towing, and rental coverage is included. Get your vehicle protected now and save your wallet from costly vehicle repairs. A toll-free number has been established for you to call for your free 5-minute quote and to see if you qualify. The number to call is 800-292-0975. 800-292-0975. Again, that's 800-292-0975.
Lobo High School football.
Brought to you by Peters Chevrolet, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Buick, and Longview.
Back at Lobo Stadium, a great performance by the Big Green Marching Machine as they leave the field, and the Lobos run into the inflatable tunnel, getting ready to make their appearance for the second half. They lead 17-14 over Forney at halftime. Some other scores from around East Texas I needed to get to. Carthage is leading Center by a score of 39-8 in the second quarter. And Henderson is up on Maybank 47-0. That's in the second quarter as well. So, Johnny Vaughn, it's hard to find much fault with what the Lobos have done in the first half other than the turnovers. The offense has done a pretty good job of running the football, controlling the clock, but then being able to take the deep shots and take advantage of the great speed of Jaden Herndon.
Yeah. I thought that Trey really had a nice first half throwing the football. We've seen it for 2 weeks in a row now where he stepped up, made some throws and made a difference in the game. I think we've run the ball really well against them. We've moved it around. A lot of different people getting the football. So I think tonight's game, really for both teams, have been well played. Is with my thinking that these are two pretty good teams that are pretty close.
It's They're two of the four best in the district. The other two are playing right now, Rockwall Heath and North Forney. You would think that those four teams would probably have the best shot at getting in the playoffs right now. But the Lobos still got some business to attend to after taking the lead for the first time in the ball game with only 28 seconds to go in the first half. They get the ball to open the second half. And so scoring at the end of the first half, now you got an opportunity to double up here and also open up some breathing room on a really explosive, dangerous Forney Jackrabbits football team.
Yeah, it'd be great if we could take the second half kickoff and try to drive it down and come away with some kind of points, even if it's just a field goal. That'd be a big boost for the Lobos and a tough pill to swallow for them. Forney.
Vincent Hart will kick it off from our left to our right. It's going to be taken at the 2-yard line by Graves. Graves brings it out to the 22-yard line, and that's where the Lobos will set up with 11:53 to go in the third quarter. Caden Graves seeing a little action tonight in the specialty teams. Lobos' offensive line has been terrific tonight. Beckett Cox at center, Star Shaw and Demarion Pickren at guard. And then the tackles, Brady Yoder and Jaden Jacks. Jaden Washington has been the tight end. Jaden Herndon, outstanding receiver, caught a long touchdown bomb today. Jordan Hobbs also in at wide receiver. Trey Hamilton, the quarterback. And he'll have Kylan Cummings and Mason Washington. Right now they're in the gun, so Cummings on the sideline, starting 1st and 10 from the 21-yard line, and a handoff to Mason Washington for a short gain to the 24. Defensively for Forney, Caleb Wingfield and Chris Redor are the ends. The nose guard, Dyson Dobbins. They rotate a ton of players. The linebackers, Abel Carlawea, Landry Hopkins is the 3-year starter. He's an outstanding player. James Priest and Xavier Young are also at linebacker. Corners, Caden Webb and Tyler Bush. Tice Kennedy and Daniel Thompson are the safeties. 3-man front for Forney. They'll send Caden Graves in motion out of the backfield. He catches the ball on the edge. He fights to get down the sideline, and he stepped out of bounds around the 26. And so it's going to be 3rd down now and about 6. Lobos on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter. And again, a lot of bodies checking in and out for the Lobos. Different offensive packages coming in. Trey Hamilton gets the signal from his coach. Herndon will come wide left. Wing right from the gun. Running back on the right side of Hamilton. And again, Hamilton throws it to the back, coming out on a wheel route. He's caught it at the 40. He's still going at the 50 to the 40 in Forney territory. I believe that's Mason Washington.
22.
No, I'm sorry, that's Caden Graves.
Yeah.
Caden Graves showing a lot of speed and an explosive play for the Longview Lobos. Down at the 30-yard line, that is going to be a play of 50 yards.
Man, he stepped up tonight.
He has. He's played a lot tonight, too.
Yeah.
1st and 10 Lobos. 10:59 to go. In the 3rd quarter, they lead 17-14. They'll play action, and Hamilton on 1st down throws it out of the backfield, caught by the tight end, Cy Marsh. Cy Marsh to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. So everybody getting in on the act now.
I'm telling you, we're seeing guys get receptions that they haven't had one yet this season.
Here come the Lobos, 1st and 10. Sean Davis goes wide right. Herndon is lined up wide left. Handoff and a sweep to the left side. Mason Washington breaks a tackle at the 7 and gets tripped up at the 5-yard line. They'll spot him down at the 4. And that's going to be good for a 1st down on the 10-yard gain. It's 1st and goal, Longview. Punch this in. You couldn't ask for a better start for the 3rd quarter. Washington lines up to the left of Trey Hamilton, and he'll take the handoff and get to around the 3. Going against the Forney goal line defense.
Nathan Barartes making the tackle.
Tackle made by number 22, Nathan Barartes. 2nd down and goal from the 4. Kylan Cummings checks in. Sean Davis comes out. They will line up in the I with 2 tight ends this time. Cummings right behind Trey Hamilton. And the handoff, and Cummings into the end zone, touchdown. They still haven't stopped that play this year.
I'm telling you, you give it to him and you need 2 or 3 yards, he's getting it.
4-yard touchdown run by Kylan Cummings. Lobos have a chance to go up by 10. Caden Graves with a 50-yard catch and run sets up the 4-yard touchdown by Kylan Cummings. Ayala's kick is up, and it's good. And the Lobos lead at 24-14 over Forney with 9:26 to play in the 3rd quarter. You're listening to Longview Lobo football on 106.5 Jack FM.
Friday Night Football. It's more than a game. It's community, pride, and giving your kids the best opportunities. With a mortgage from Telco Plus Credit Union, you can make sure your family is in the school district where champions are made, on and off the field. We offer competitive rates, quick approvals, and the hometown service you can trust. Get in the right home and the right district so your kids can play and win where it matters most. Visit telcoplus.org today. We are your financial solution. Credit and membership qualifications apply. Equal housing lender insured by the NCUA.
If you love to travel, Capital One has a rewards credit card that's perfect for you. With the Capital One Venture X card, you earn unlimited double miles on everything you buy. Plus, you get premium benefits at a collection of luxury hotels when you book on Capital One Travel. And with Venture X, you get access to over 1,000 airport lounges worldwide. Open up a world of travel possibilities with a Capital One Venture X card. What's in your wallet?
Terms apply. Lounge access is subject to change. See CapitalOne.com for details.
Ayala will kick it off. He, again, keeps it on the ground just like a knuckleball. But this time the return man brings it out to the 40-yard line. And so Forney's going to take over, starting in good field position at their own 40-yard line. Jace Donahoe will be the center. David Cabrera and A.J. Gomez the guards. Mason Joshua and Jordan Caraway are the tackles. Nelson Peterson the quarterback. Javian Osborne the running back. They send Cade Wolverton in motion. He lines up behind the left guard. Handoff to Osborne right up the middle, and he gets nowhere. In on the stop, Darryl Dolly.
40-second play clock, please.
Second down and 10, Forney. Going wide left is Preston Jackson, lined up to the short side of the field, the boundary, Amari Jahil, and a man in motion. And now RPO caught on the sideline by number 10, Joe Jobe. And it's a first down for Forney after the quick pass. They'll spot the ball in Longview territory at the 43-yard line. These guys are explosive. First and 10. Jobe comes in motion to the near side. RPO again out to the right side. Jobe gets jacked up. Holy cow, he got blown up by number 28, Hobart Nelson. And the ball came out, incomplete. What a hit. And I mean, it is a form tackle, too.
Officials timeout on the field for an injury.
Yeah.
This is going to be one of those that he'll be lucky if he comes back, because he was hit right in the chest.
Telling you, that'll knock the air out of you.
Foot, I could hardly breathe after I saw it.
He's still down in front of the Longview bench with the trainers looking at him. That was a shot. And Jobe's going to walk off the field. But I think his feelings got hurt on that one.
That's not all.
Woo. That's rough. What a hit by Hobart Nelson. So, play resumes, second down and 10. Forney has 3 wide to the left side this time. They send a man in motion. He lines up on the left wing. Up the middle, Osborne again trying to find some running room. He's not going to find much. Jesse Hampton Williams met him in the hole, and he got 1 yard. Tell you what, the Lobos have done a pretty good job, other than maybe 1 or 2 plays, of really slowing down Javian Osborne, who is a Notre Dame commit.
Yeah, he's just not getting any running room, as the Lobos are all over him every time he gets the ball.
Third down and 8 from the 41. They got an offset fullback to the right. Osborne's lined up to the left of Peterson, and he'll take the handoff right up the middle. He stutter steps, waits for the hole to open, and burst ahead to the 32-yard line. He's a yard shy of a first down. Actually, it's the 34. Fourth down and 1. Forney's going to go for it. Handoff. Osborne gets the first down, runs over a defensive back, still running at the 10, at the 5. Boy, it takes a lot to bring him down. Decaden Carter finally was able to get him to the ground at the 5-yard line.
Yeah, that was an impressive run.
Gee whiz. TJ Jackson got on his back, and he rode him like a horse for about 15 yards, but he couldn't get him to the ground.
But I bet he gets it again pretty quick.
37-yard run. And now the handoff again up the middle. Osborne this time dances in and walks into the end zone. Touchdown, Forney. That's a 4-yard run by Osborne. And this is the second touchdown of the night. He's a load. Very shifty. He's very patient. But when he makes his determination to stick his foot in the ground and go, he can really put on a burst. Vincent Hart will try the extra point. Lobos jumped off sides before the snap. You wonder when something like that happens and they move the ball half the distance to the goal line if Fleener thinks about going for 2.
Well, with Osborne, he probably does think about it.
I certainly would.
Yeah, I think I would too.
Defense in the neutral zone causing a reaction by the offense. Number 91, half the distance to the goal.
Penalty was called on Darryl Dolly for jumping off sides. And again, it is half the distance to the goal.
Forney has elected to decline the penalty.
They've declined the penalty. Interesting.
Yeah, no kidding. No.
So they're going to go ahead and kick the extra point.
I don't understand that, do you?
No. I really don't.
They declined the penalty.
Kept the ball right where it is. And it's normal extra point try for Vincent Hart. Kick is up. And the kick is good. And so now it's a 3-point ball game with a 7-11 to go in the third quarter. Longview 24, Forney 21. You're listening to Longview Lobo football on 106.5 Jack FM.
Looking for a stress-free way to finance your next car? Fuel your dreams with an ECU auto loan. Financing your next vehicle doesn't have to be overwhelming. ECU is here to help you every step of the way. We offer competitive rates, up to 125% financing, and no payments for 60 days, so you can drive worry-free with an auto loan that fits your needs. Just visit ecu.org/auto now to get started. Eastman Credit Union.
When you switch to Progressive, you could save bundling your home and auto. Then you could put that money towards some of the surprisingly more expensive things in life.
Attention passengers, we've reached 10,000 feet and internet is now available for purchase.
I just paid hundreds for this flight and you can't even throw in internet? I'll just take the free pretzels.
Sorry, but I do have snack boxes for sale.
I'm just gonna sleep.
In that case, we are selling pillows and blankets as well.
I'll just breathe. That's free, right?
Life costs a lot, so bundle and you could save with Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company, affiliates, and other insurers. Not available in all states.
Back at Lobo Stadium, Brian Houston, Johnny Vaughn, Matt Morton back at the station, producing tonight. And Forney has cut the Longview lead to 3 with a Javian Osborne 4-yard touchdown and a point after. Now the following kickoff, Graves takes it at the 8, still going at the 15 to the 20. Flag comes way back behind the action, probably a block in the back. If you can see their numbers, don't hit them.
During the return, illegal block.
Yep. You can pretty much guess.
Half the distance to the goal, first down.
So the Lobos go half the distance to the goal. They have terrible field position now as it's going to be put down at the 8-yard line. So mission 1 is just to get a few first downs so you can flip the field. Last year, Longview beat Forney 41-14. I don't see that happening tonight.
I don't think so either.
From the I formation, Hamilton hands off to the tailback, Mason Washington. He tried to break it outside. Good open field tackle on the edge by Derek Hill. And a short gain of 1 on the play.
Garrett Hill making the stop.
2nd down and 9 from the 9-yard line.
We really need to make some yards here and not be forced to punt the ball to them from effectively your own end zone.
Exactly. Jacaden Davis lines up in the slot to the right with 2 wide receivers stacked behind each other. Sweep left, and that's Frazier. No, I'm sorry, that's Kylan Cummings, who gets spotted down at the 12.
Kylan Cummings.
2nd down now. Check that, 3rd down and 6. Lobos need to get a 1st down here.
Yeah, because we do not want to punt from where this ball is right now.
So on 3rd down, they've got 2 wide to the left side. And Hamilton goes back to throw, has a clean pocket, now starts to break down, and he goes down and gets sacked back at the 3-yard line. That's the worst thing that could have happened.
Well, he was looking up the field trying to find somebody, and he just stayed in the pocket too long. He didn't find anybody open. So
the killer of it is he lost yardage. It's going to force his punter to punt out of the end zone. Jordan Hobbs will come in, and I mean he is going to be about a yard away from the end line.
And you got to believe that they're going to get good field position.
Oh. High snap. Pressure came, but he got the kickoff. It then takes a big bounce. Forney receiver picks it up at the 44-yard line. Flag is down back behind the play.
They hit the punter.
So if it's roughing, then it's 15 yards, automatic 1st down. And that would be a huge break for Longview if that's the case. He's talking to Fleener about it.
Well,
and so I'm not quite sure. I don't know who this is against. Just the mere fact that they're having the discussion with Jeff Fleener across the way.
Well, he clearly hit the punter, and then the flag was thrown. So we'll see what the conversation's about.
Well, now they're coming over to talk to Oscar Wilson, the interim head coach. On the field, John King is in the booth tonight as he was last week on a headset. A lot of discussion going on and yet no clarity at this point. 4:44 to go here in the 3rd quarter. This would be a huge play if it gives Longview the ball with another 1st down.
I don't understand why we're having such a conversation on that. They threw the
Okay,
flag.
Let's see. 2 fouls against Forney.
That penalty is declined. Holding during the kick.
Holding against the receiving team.
From the end of the kick, 1st down.
Okay, so they'll take the penalty yardage from the end of the kick, which still means Forney's going to have good field position. They're going to be in Longview territory. Or if not, they'll be real close. They'll be at midfield. Now, let's see. The end of the play, the kick return was at the 42, so now it's a 10-yard penalty, correct? Thank you. Okay, he's walking it back. It's going to be placed down at the Longview 48-yard line. Still great field position. Forney has it. 1st and 10, they trail 24-21, but you're starting to feel momentum shift a little bit here. On first down, handoff, Javian Osborne bounces it outside. Jessier Hampton-Williams will not let him get away. But I'm telling you, this guy is not large, but it takes 3 or 4 people to get him to the ground.
He's clearly one of the better backs we'll see this year.
Jessier Hampton-Williams is the stop.
A 1-yard gain on the play. Second down and 9. Man in motion lines up on the left wing. And then RPO, play action, pass over the middle, diving catch by Amari Jahil. It's complete at the 38-yard line for 15 yards and a first down. First and 10, Forney at the Longview 38. Handoff, Osborne caught in the backfield and brought down after a short gain on the play. Tyson Johnson, I believe, made that tackle. No, I'm sorry, Darryl Dolly. Got out to the 35-yard line. It's going to be second down and 7. 2 wide to the left side this time. A lone wide receiver out to the right. High snap, handoff. Osborne up the middle into the secondary. 25, 20, 15 down at the 10. 26-yard run by Osborne.
Osborne with the carry.
Well, when he hits the line of scrimmage and gets past it, he's going to make yards. That's just the way it is.
Arm tackles aren't going to get it done either.
No.
He's so powerful. First and goal, Forney at the 10-yard line. Handoff to Osborne, hit in the backfield. Thank you very much, Tyson Johnson. Dropped him for no gain on the play. Actually, he lost a yard to the 11. That's a heck of a play by Tyson Johnson.
Big hit and just took him back and really saved the Lobos probably a couple of yards that would have gotten, but not that tackle.
Second down and goal from the 11. Play action, slant over the middle, caught, touchdown, Forney. Catch was made by Wyatt Williams. And Forney has regained the lead. Tell you what, it's a good-looking football team.
Yep. They got a lot of playmakers.
Oh, do they? Vincent Hart comes back out to try the extra point. Kick is up, and it's good. And Forney is up now 28-24 on the Longview Lobos with 1:58 to go in the third quarter. You're listening to Longview Lobo football on 106.5 Jack FM.
The Adventures of Me, Mr. Rhodes. All right, Sparky, we're coming to an intersection, and folks should always cross at the crosswalk. You see the box that says walk? That means we can cross. To be safe, I'm going to look left, right, left. And just like that, safely across the street. Oh, hang with me and you can learn a few things, like the xylophone. Oh, if you had opposable thumbs, you'd play a mean xylophone. Be safe, walk smart, a message from TxDOT.
With Progressive's Home Quote Explorer, you can easily find the right home insurance for you, even if it's not with Progressive. But if you don't choose us, then sure, okay, it's not going to work out. We're not going to cry about it or stay awake wondering what our future together would have looked like. We can't get emotionally invested, even if it sounds like we are. Progressive's Home Quote Explorer allows you to easily compare home insurance rates and coverages in one place, even if it's not with us. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and third-party insurers. Comparison rates not available in all states or situations. Prices vary based on how you buy. I love you. I shouldn't have said that.
Forney scores 14 unanswered. Last one on a 52-yard drive. Peterson with an 11-yard touchdown pass to Wyatt Williams with 1:58 to go in the third quarter, and Forney back on top, 28-24 over Longview. Kickoff is a short one taken at the 15, running up to the 20, to the 30, and finally getting hit at around the 35-yard line is Jackrabbits Davis. Good return, good field position, and now we're going to get a little skirmish here. People starting to shove on each other a little bit. But that quickly gets broken up. 1:50 to go in the third quarter. Longview has the ball. They'll start at their own 36-yard line. Lobos came out with a great-looking drive to open the third quarter, and got a touchdown out of it. But since then, Forney's gotten hot.
Yeah, Longview really needs to counter this last score.
They trail by 4. Handoff, Mason Washington gets a short gain to the right side, out to around the 39. That's 4 yards, and it'll be second down and 6.
Nick Marino.
Hamilton checks the sideline for a signal, gets into the huddle. Lobos line it up. 2 wide to the right side. Lone wide receiver Jackrabbits Davis now will shift over to the right, and they'll throw it to him coming out of the backfield. And underneath, it's Jaden Herndon catching it at the 40, still going at the 50 in Forney territory at the 47-yard line, and a first down for the Lobos.
I thought it was an interception.
It looked a little bit like it because both Jackrabbits Davis and Herndon were in the same general area. And I thought the pass was going to be intended for Davis, but they threw it to Herndon, who looked like he was going to be blocking on that bubble screen. That's a 14-yard play, and it's 1st and 10 Longview with 42 seconds to go in the third quarter. Handoff, Frazier up the middle. McCaden Frazier down to around the 43-yard line. 28-24. Forney on top of Longview. 25 seconds to go in the third quarter. It's been a great football game.
It really has. Both these two teams have played, for the most part, great football.
Looks like they're going to go ahead and let the clock run out and go to the fourth quarter, trailing by 4. And that's exactly what happens. That's the end of the third quarter. Our score after 3, Forney 28, Longview 24. You're listening to Longview Lobo football on 106.5 Jack FM.
Longview Lobo High School football.
Brought to you by Peters Chevrolet, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Buick, and Longview.
Peters Ram in Longview is gearing up for this football season during the Drive in a Fall event going on now. Make all the right moves in a new rugged 2025 Ram 1500. 0% APR for 72 months. The season is looking good with the largest selection of new Ram trucks at Peters Ram during the Drive into Fall event. Online at peterscars.com.
Life is meant to be lived in motion, in the moment, on the go. If a sports injury or chronic pain threatens to slow you down, hold you back, or take you out of the game, Christus Health is here, right where you live, with complete personalized orthopedic care. Because you have a lot of games to play, miles to go, and life to live. Christus Health, your life, our purpose. Find care near you at christushealth.org.
Longview Lobo High School football.
Brought to you by Peters Chevrolet, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Buick, and Longview.
We start the final 12 minutes of this ball game. It's been a good one. Forney leads Longview 28-24. Lobos have the ball 2nd and 6 at the Forney 43-yard line. They'll hand it off to McCaden Frazier, sweeping to the right. He'll get out of bounds around the 40-yard line. Taken down out there by Derek Hill. And so now it's going to be a big 3rd down and 3 at the 40. Boy, they need a first down. Too far for a field goal from here. Here come the Lobos. Sean Davis goes wide left, and the slot to the left will be Jaden Herndon. From the gun, Hamilton hands off. McCaden Frazier gets the first down. He's into the 30-yard line, down at the 27. 13-yard run by Frazier on 3rd and 4. Big first down for the Lobos.
Just tough football there, just a dive play, and Frazier able to pick up the first down.
Lobos have it 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line with 10:52 to go in the game. They trail 28-24. Now they're in the I formation with 2 wide to the left. Hand off to the tailback, Frazier again, trying to bust outside and break a tackle. Hard to bring down, but he's going to get a short gain to around the 25-yard line as he's gang tackled by the Forney Jackrabbits. Only gained maybe a yard on the play, if anything. Good penetration by the Forney defense. Tackle made by linebacker James Priest. 2nd down and 9. Lobos taking their time right now. Not that there's any reason for urgency as far as play clock is concerned, but it's down to 5. They need to get this thing snapped. Back to throw. Hamilton fires a deep ball, right side, overthrown. Just beyond the reach of Jordan Hobbs. He had a step on the defender, but the ball was thrown just a little too far.
Wow.
Coverage on the play by number 23, Nolan Williams, who was beaten by a step or two. Missed opportunity there. 3rd down and 9. From the 26-yard line. 3 wide to the left side this time from the gun. Hamilton. They'll give a jet sweep to Jackrabbits Davis. Finds some running room. Fights to around the 21-yard line, but that's going to be it. A 5-yard gain. And here we are with a massive 4th down and 5 on the 22, and there's a man down for Forney. That would be number 4, Landry Hopkins, their outstanding linebacker. Let's take an injury timeout. Lobos trail 28-24 to Forney. You're listening to Longview Lobo football on 106.5 Jack FM.
Hey, y'all, it's Fozzie Whitaker for Tri-State Water, Power, and Air. On the field, I learned the importance of being ready for anything. That's why I trust Tri-State to keep my home powered up when it matters most. Call now for up to $2,000 off a new standby whole home generator. 903-331-0466 or visit tristategenerators.com. And make sure to let them know Fozzie sent you.
Call now for up to $2,000 off. Fozzie Whitaker is a customer and paid endorser for Tri-State Water, Power, and Air.
4th down and 5. Longview has the ball at the Forney 22-yard line. They send the offense back on the field. Longview trails by 4. They're 1-0 in district. Jackrabbits Davis goes into the slot to the left. Sean Davis wide left. 2 wide receivers to the boundary side, and Hamilton goes back to throw, fires over the middle. Oh, Herndon dropped it. Herndon may have fumbled it. I thought he picked it up. Now his ball's being picked up, but it was whistled dead. Wow. So that turns the Lobos back with no points, and the ball goes over on downs. Herndon had that ball in his hands and just flat dropped it. He turned his head and was looking upfield and never secured the ball.
Yeah, that's the problem. You know, you got to catch the ball, then look upfield, not look up the field and then turn for the ball. And that's what happened.
Credit the Forney defense. They got off the field and got a stop. 9:12 left in the game. Forney up 28-24. They've scored 14 unanswered. From their own 23, rolling right, Peterson fires the ball. It's busted up. Great play. Preston Jackson had it in his hands, and it was broken up out there, I believe, by Lawson Tubb. Let's see. Yep. No, check that. That's Bradley Williams that broke that up, and he did a fantastic job because that ball was there, and Preston Jackson had it. 2nd down and 10 from the 23-yard line. Peterson, hands off. Osborne up the middle. Very little running room. Lobos get a big stop by number 91, Darryl Dolly. After a gain of 2, 3rd down and 8. This is a massive down for the Longview defense. They need to get the ball back and get this explosive offense off the field. Four wide receivers, 2 by 2 either side. Peterson on 3rd down throws it out in the left flat to Preston Jackson. Jackson gets to the 28 and no more. It'll be 4th down and 5. So 4th down, and the offense is still out on the field. Wow, what a gamble this is.
If they're going to go for it, it's an unbelievable gamble.
Peterson, now they may be trying to draw Longview offside. We'll see if Jeff Fleener calls a timeout. Or if Peterson can drop back and maybe punt the football. They're letting the play clock run down, and now there's a lot of people running up to the line of scrimmage, changing plays, lots of chaos, and now the timeout from Jeff Fleener, of course. You kind of had that feeling. There's no way they were going to go for it down here back at their own 25-yard line or so. They call a timeout on 4th down and 4 from the 28 with 7:40 to go. Forney leads at 28-24. You're listening to Longview Lobo football on 106.5 Jack FM.
Getting your favorite Chick-fil-A has never been easier. With the Chick-fil-A app, you can order ahead for carry-out, dine-in, or the drive-thru. Want it brought right to your door? Try Chick-fil-A Delivery straight from the East or West Longview locations. Plus, every order earns you Chick-fil-A rewards. You can redeem them for your favorites. Fast, convenient, and rewarding. That's the Chick-fil-A app. Download today and make mealtime simple. Be sure to follow Chick-fil-A East Longview and Chick-fil-A West Longview on Facebook and Instagram for fun giveaways, exciting new products, and community updates.
Forney sends the punt team on with 4th down and 4 from their own 28. 7:40 to go in the ball game. Forney leads Longview 28-24. Job is back at his own 14. Pressure coming, gets the punt off. It's a high one. To Caden Carter, takes it at the 33, and he's not going to get anywhere. He was swallowed up by number 33, Cooper Rucopper. And so it's 1st and 10 Lobos. With 7:32 to go, they trail by 4. And they'll have the ball to start in fair field position at their own 34-yard line. Tonight's ball game brought to you by Tri-State Water, Power, and Air. Visit TriStateGenerators.com for your backup power game plan. Game also brought to you tonight by Eastman Credit Union, Sorey & Hoover Law Firm, Chick-fil-A, Diagnostic Clinic of Longview, Peters Chevrolet, Bish RV, McDaniels Quality Body Works, Telco Plus Credit Union, and Christus Good Shepherd Medical Center. 1st and 10 for the Lobos from their own 34. Handoff, sweeping right, McCaden Frazier. Frazier finds a little bit of running room and gets a gain out to around the 38. That'll be 4 yards. It's 2nd down and 6. 7:17 to go in the game. Lobos are 3-2 coming into tonight. 2 ball games lost by 3 points each. They'd like to win one of these close ones. 2 wide outs to the left side. Jacaden Davis takes the jet sweep. He's going to cut upfield. Can't ever find a lane to run, and he keeps taken down back at the 35-yard line by Daniel Thompson. It just broke down. They couldn't get a block on the end out there.
It looks like we're kind of in a position where we're going to have to throw on 3rd down, and we're going to have to throw it out pretty far. So it's going to be a crucial play right here.
3rd down and 7. Lobos have it on their own 37. Starting to run out of time here. 2 wide outs to either side. Hamilton in the gun. Back to throw. Pressure coming from the outside. A flag went down. It was a false start against the Lobos.
Prior to the snap.
First 5-yard penalty they've had all night. Maybe the first penalty they've had all night. Bad time for it.
Yeah.
And it makes a bad situation even harder now. Because now it's 3rd down and 12 from the 32.
He's going to have to throw the ball here. And you got to throw it up the field to get the 1st down, which is dangerous also.
Herndon comes wide right. He's out by himself. He'll get man-to-man coverage. And now they send him in motion. He'll get in tighter. And Hamilton back to throw. Looks over the middle. Deep ball. Herndon caught it at the 28-yard line in Forney territory. 42-yard pass.
That was beautiful.
That makes up for the drop.
What about it? We got a flag.
No. A flag back at the 24. Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Forget that. Herndon's completion stands. Do they add 15 more on to the end of it?
That's a good question.
They set it down at the 13. So now the Lobos are in great shape. 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line of Forney. They trail by 4. 5:47 to go in the game. Hamilton under center this time. 2 tight ends. Handoff. Cummings. Cummings, very little running room that time. That's the first time I've seen anybody even slow that play down.
Isn't that the truth? He's just a load.
Only got 1 then. You kind of would have liked to have seen what would have happened if Hamilton had pulled that and taken it around the end. Graves checks in. McCaden Frazier comes out. Second down and 9 on the 12-yard line. Again with 2 tight ends. Bootleg right. Hamilton throws it in the right side. Caught by Kylan Cummings. He goes out of bounds at the 4-yard line.
I thought he was going to drop that.
Johnny, you a little stressed?
No kidding.
3rd down and 1 after the completion. He did almost drop it. But he managed to hang on. And so now you got a 3rd down and 1 with 4:50 to go in the ball game. 2 important things going here. Clock is starting to run down. Lobos can eat a little bit of time and then maybe stick it in the end zone and get a lead. From the eye, handoff, up the middle. Caden Graves, man, he got blasted. I don't know if he made the 1st down. He had to get inside the 4-yard line, did not make it. No gain on the play. 4th down and goal.
Oh, my goodness.
This could be the ball game here. It's a full yard. Now, Hamilton's over on the sidelines talking to the coaches. Play clock's down to 14. Now he gets to the huddle. They break it with 7 seconds to go. They need to get going. Herndon out left, I formation. 2-1. They snap the ball. Frazier fumbles it. It's picked up. It's recovered by Longview. Whoa. But that's fourth down, guys. I don't think he made it. Depends on where they spot the ball. They did not make the first down. A fumble on the play, and the ball came out. Two Lobos there nearby that were able to possibly get on it, but they couldn't get the yardage they needed for the first down.
Man alive, what a bad break.
Fumble on 4th down and 1.
He's the only ball carrier that can recover it on 4th down. Ball will be returned to the...
Oh.
The line of the game was not made. Ball goes over on downs.
So the only person who could recover the ball on 4th down had to be the ball carrier who fumbled the ball. So it wouldn't have mattered even if Hamilton had gotten it with the yardage. And so now you're looking at 3:59 to go in this ball game. Forney starts at their own 5-yard line. That's in your favor. Hand off to Osborne. Osborne looks for a hole. Lobos fill it up quickly and bring him down at the 5. And a timeout called by Longview with 3:47 to play. Forney 28, Longview 24. We'll take a timeout. You're listening to Longview Lobo football on 106.5 Jack FM.
In Texas, we pride ourselves on standing tall. But sometimes, even the toughest folks need a hand. If you or someone you know is having a mental health crisis, call or text 988 to reach the Suicide and Crisis Lifeline. Or to chat, visit texas988.org. Trained counselors are available 24/7 to provide confidential support at no cost to you. With 988, you're not alone in the Lone Star State.
Back at Lobo Stadium, Brian Houston and Johnny Vaughn with Matt Morton back at the station producing. It's 2nd down and 9 for Forney. They have a 28-24 lead over Longview with 3:51 to go in the ball game. Lobos had the ball around the 5-yard line. They had a 4th down and 1. They ran it. The ball carrier fumbled the football. It was recovered by Trey Hamilton, the quarterback, but the only person who can recover the ball has to be the runner on 4th down, and they didn't have the yardage to gain even if they had the running back recover it. So a huge turnover by the Lobos. Now they got to find a way to get the ball back in a hurry. Quarterback Peterson's going to keep it. Oh, and he gets jacked up out there. Jesse Hampton Williams blows him up for no gain on the play. Now they're going to call another timeout. Yep. Longview takes another timeout. Stops the clock at 3:44 to play. And we'll take another timeout with them. 30 seconds. You're listening to Longview Lobo football on 106.5 Jack FM.
Why hire the Lobo lawyers? Because if you've been seriously injured through no fault of your own, you don't have to fight the insurance company alone. We are your pack, and we will fight for you. When it's time to Lobo up and lawyer up, call Sorey and Hoover, the Lobo Lawyers. 903-CALL-DAN. Board-certified personal injury trial lawyers. 903-CALL-DAN. That's 903-CALLDAN. Sorey and Hoover, the Lobo Lawyers.
3:44 to go in the ball game. Forney 28, Longview 24. Forney has the ball on their own 8-yard line. They're faced with a 3rd down and 7. Lobos just called their 2nd timeout. They've got 1 remaining. They have got to get a stop here. Forney in the gun. 2 wide to the right, a wing to the right. Now they'll send a man in motion to the near side. He'll line up on the left. They'll hand off to Osborne. Osborne breaks into the secondary, but gets stuffed at around the 10, 11-yard line. Man, he will not go down, but they finally whistle him dead at the 11. So it's going to be 2 yards shy of the first down, 4th down and 2. Man, you got to believe Jeff Fleener's going to punt this away, don't you?
You got to. I mean, you can't afford to.
That's Longview's final timeout they've taken, too. I mean, you're at your own 12 on 4th down and 2. You got a great running back who's perfectly capable of getting that 2 yards, but we've also seen Longview win some of those battles as well. And if you give Longview the ball there inside the 15-yard line, with this much time left on the clock, that's coaching malpractice there.
Yeah, I can't imagine that they won't punt this.
You got to think they will.
But they're spending a whole lot of time over there talking about it.
Well, you got to watch for anything because Forney's capable of trying to fake here. They are sending the punter Job on, and he is going to be lined up about 3 yards shy in the end zone to punt it out on 4th down and 2. Now, watch out for a trick play here.
Oh, they moved. They moved.
Okay, go ahead and punt it, but it's going to be a false start against Forney.
Prior to the snap, false start.
Yep, false start against Forney. So that'll back it up 5 yards.
Well, and that shows they were going to punt.
Yep. And now you're almost certainly going to punt. Caden Carter has fumbled a punt return tonight. That was helped to set up a touchdown. So we don't want a repeat of that. On 4th down and 7 from the 7-yard line. No pressure. It's going to be a low line drive kick. Carter picks it up at the 50. Spins. He'll be taken down at the 48-yard line. In Forney territory, the Lobos have it with 3:21 left in the game. They're out of timeouts, but they've got a lot of time. They'll be at the Forney 48-yard line to start what has to be a game-winning drive. They really haven't done anything on offense since that opening drive of the third quarter.
I think you're also in a situation here where you're going to almost have to throw the ball.
Well, they've got 3:21, and, that's a lot of time when you're right here in Forney territory. So I don't think they've got to hurry or rush anything right now. 3rd down, they've got 3 wide receivers to the right side. They're going to run the quarterback keep, and he's going to get to the 46-yard line. That's only going to be a gain of about 2 on the play for Trey Hamilton. 2nd down and 8. They need a chunk play here somewhere, though.
You're going to have to throw the ball at some point unless somebody breaks a run.
Again, their last possession, they had a 42-yard catch made by Herndon, but they fumbled the ball on 4th and 1 and came up without a score. Pressure coming from the backside as Hamilton is taken down.
Somebody missed a block on this side.
Chris Rador gets the sack. It's 3rd down and 8. Now you're in deep trouble. You got 2:30 to go and the clock moving, and you're dealing with a 3rd down and 10. Hamilton in the gun, checks the sideline. 2 wide to the left side. Running back lined up to the left of Trey Hamilton. He drops straight back, fires it right side. Ball caught on his knees. Short of the first down by Jaden Herndon. They're still 2 yards shy, and it's going to be 4th down again.
Oh, goodness.
And I guess Forney's called it. Oh, it's a 2-minute timeout. That's right. I forget about this every week. All right, we're going to take a 30-second timeout. You're listening to Longview Lobo football on 106.5 Jack FM.
When you switch to Progressive, you could save bundling your home and auto. Then you could put that money towards some of the surprisingly more expensive things in life.
Attention passengers, we've reached 10,000 feet and internet is now available for purchase.
I just paid hundreds for this flight, and you can't even throw an internet? I'll just take the free pretzels.
Sorry, but I do have snack boxes for sale.
I'm just gonna sleep.
In that case, we are selling pillows and blankets as well.
I'll just breathe. That's free, right?
Life costs a lot, so bundle and you could save with Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company, affiliates, and other insurers. Not available in all states.
Longview Lobos have the ball at the Forney 40-yard line. It is 4th down and 2. They trail Forney 28-24. This is the ball game. Lobos have to get the first down to keep the drive alive. They're out of timeouts. Herndon goes wide left. Hobbs is out there with him, and Jackrabbits Davis is lined up in the slot. And a timeout is called by Forney. Again, looks like they want to see what the formation is, and then they call a defense accordingly, so they are down. They've used up their last timeout of the ball game. 1:59 to play in the game. Lobos would fall to 1-1 if they can't pull this one out of the fire. And they head to Christus Trinity Mother Frances Rose Stadium next Friday to take on the Tyler Legacy Red Raiders. Turnovers are really going to be the key to this ball game tonight. We had 2 of them that were massive. A punt return drop that was recovered by Forney and led to a touchdown, and then the fumble on the 4th down and 2 play down here inside the 10-yard line when it looked like the Lobos were going to go in for the go-ahead score. Can't make mistakes.
Now, the worst you can do is turn the ball over.
Yep. 4th down and 2, Lobos at the line of scrimmage. 2 wide to the left side.
Oh.
And the running backs run into each other. McCaden Frazier and goodness gracious, Jackrabbits Davis and McCaden Frazier ran into each other when they were trying to run a jet sweep. And they ended up short of the first down. They had no shot of making the first down because the 2 running backs collided with each other on the handoff. And that is going to pretty much do it for the Lobos. Critical errors here at the very end of the ball game.
Yeah, that's you don't see that very often, but that's coming at that time, running together. We had to have the first down. And
goodness. So the Lobos go back out on defense now, and we know what's going to come now. It's going to be basically take a knee because neither team has a timeout. The Forney looks like they're a minute 53 away from walking out of here with a 4-point win. Peterson hands off to Osborne. Osborne hit in the backfield, and the ball blows dead at the 40-yard line. We hope to talk to Coach Oscar Wilson after the ball game tonight. This is a disappointing game because the Lobos and Forney are pretty evenly matched. Problem is the Lobos made the critical mistakes.
yeah, that's tough when you look back at the film and realize that the mistakes is probably going to be the difference between these 2 tonight.
No question. Twice you have 4th and short, and you don't get them on either play. And in both plays, it's a disaster. You fumbled one, and then the other one, the running backs run into each other.
Which I hadn't seen that happen too many times.
That's rough. And now they just take a knee. And we'll watch this clock run down, and Jeff Fleener and the Forney Jackrabbits are going to have the first win ever against the Longview Lobos. Jackrabbits are dancing. and partying and celebrating. And that's the last thing you like to see when you're at home. That clock is going to run down. They'll take a knee one more time, and that's the ball game. Peterson hits that knee, and the game's over. The Forney Jackrabbits win it by a score of 28-24, and they are celebrating. That's a big, big win for their program. They never had beaten the Longview Lobos before. And they are talking some noise right now in the handshake line. Landry Hopkins had lost to them 3 years in a row, and he's done nothing but talk noise to him all the way down the handshake line. Coach Fleener and another assistant finally get him and escort him off the field and get him away from the handshake line.
And there's really no excuse for that.
Well,
I mean, I know you're happy you won, but that's just not the way to handle it.
It's unfortunate, but Forney comes away with the win. It's a big one by a score of 28-24. Let's take a timeout. We'll come back and we'll go through the post game in just a moment. You're listening to Longview Lobo football on 106.5 Jack FM.
Longview Lobo High School football.
Brought to you by Peters Chevrolet, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Buick, and Longview.
Peters Ram in Longview is gearing up for this football season during the Drive-In a Fall event going on now. Make all the right moves in a new rugged 2025 Ram 1500. 0% APR for 72 months. The season is looking good with the largest selection of new Ram trucks at Peters Ram during the Drive into Fall event. Online at peterscars.com. $5,000. That's the average amount of money people in the U.S. are now spending on gas in a year. $5,000. That's crazy. If you drive, you have to download Upside, the free app that gives you cash back every time you get gas. That's right. You can earn real cash back with Upside just by buying the gas you're already buying. You can literally start earning cash back today.
I use Upside every time I fill up, and top users make $200 to $300 per month.
You're putting gas in your car anyway. Why not get real cash back? If you like free money, download Upside.
I'm saving the cash I earn from using Upside to help pay for a vacation later this year.
Download the free Upside app now to earn cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code BUMPER25 to get an extra 25 cents per gallon on your first tank. You can cash out anytime right to your bank, PayPal, or a gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code BUMPER25 for a 25 cents per gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code BUMPER25 for a 25 cents per gallon bonus.
Looking for a stress-free way to finance your next car? Fuel your dreams with an ECU auto loan. Financing your next vehicle doesn't have to be overwhelming. ECU is here to help you every step of the way. We offer competitive rates, up to 125% financing, and no payments for 60 days, so you can drive worry-free with an auto loan that fits your needs. Just visit ecu.org/auto now to get started. Eastman Credit Union.
Getting your favorite Chick-fil-A has never been easier. With the Chick-fil-A app, you can order ahead for carry-out, dine-in, or the drive-thru. Want it brought right to your door? Try Chick-fil-A Delivery, straight from the East or West Longview locations. Plus, every order earns you Chick-fil-A rewards, and you can redeem them for your favorites. Fast, convenient, and rewarding. That's the Chick-fil-A app. Download today and make mealtime simple. And be sure to follow Chick-fil-A East Longview and Chick-fil-A West Longview on Facebook and Instagram for fun giveaways, exciting new products, and community updates.
Call your Rub-A-Dub neighbors
for quotes on your drains and pipes.
We don't mind being your second opinion. That's okay, too.
We'll tell you if we can do better for you.
If not, you get a Stanley Barbecue gift card for $100.
To simply say, thanks for giving us a shot.
We're your East Texas plumbers driving bright yellow trucks.
But we're your neighbors first with that big blue duck. We'll look at your drains and pipes.
And make those quotes clean.
Not just clean. Squeaky clean.
Online at rubadubplumbing.com.
This tale is a warning to those who will listen. On Saturdays at Noskala, when the moon starts to glisten, the ghouls, the witches, and feared wolves of Ware aren't nearly as scary as the wind machine there. Those who are brave will come test their luck. 100K in free play, flying monster butts, where wicked means winnings, not hauntings or hexes. Noskala Casino in Livingston, the luckiest spot in Texas.
Hold on to your caps. Academy Sports and Outdoors is finally opening in Palestine, Texas this October. Need a new grill that says we smoke brisket and our football rivals? We got you. A fishing rod that screams I reel in hogs and pack a mean cooler. We got that too. How about a new pair of shoes that say I run trails and look fly doing it? You got it at your new Academy in Palestine. We'll have all the sports and outdoor gear you need at undefeatable prices every day, because here, fun can't lose.
Welcome to the Longview Lobo postgame show on 106.5 Jack FM.
Brought to you by the law offices of Sorey and Hoover on 106.5 Jack FM.
Brian Houston, Johnny Vaughn back here at Lobo Stadium, where a disappointed crowd leaves tonight after watching the Forney Jackrabbits beat the Longview Lobos for the first time ever by a score of 28-24. Lobos had their chances, just weren't able to capitalize at the key moments, made the critical mistakes at the worst possible times. It was Forney taking the opening kickoff and driving at 89 yards. Wesley O'Neal with a 24-yard pass reception from Nathan Peterson, and then Peterson hit Amari Jahil for 37 yards. That set up a Javian Osborne 3-yard touchdown run to give Forney the 7-0 lead with 7:45 to go in the first quarter. Longview answered on an explosive play. Mason Washington bust one 77 yards for a touchdown to tie the game at 7, 6:58 to go in the first quarter. Then later, one of the first big critical mistakes, to Caden Carter fumbled the football on a punt return. It was recovered by Forney, and it set up a Forney touchdown drive. Peterson, 35-yard touchdown pass to Amari Jahil, made it 14-7. Forney on top with 4:33 to go in the first quarter. Later, the Longview Lobos got a drive going, had a 15-yard completion from Trey Hamilton to Jaden Herndon. That set up a Felipe Ayala 22-yard field goal to make it 14-10. Forney on top still, but their lead cut to 4. And then a big play right before halftime on a key 63-yard drive as Trey Hamilton hit Jaden Herndon for a 37-yard touchdown pass to give Longview their first lead of the night, 17-14, and that's where it was at halftime. Lobos started the second half with the ball and drove it 78 yards, got a touchdown out of it. Kylan Cummings from 4 yards out after Caden Graves had taken a pass and gone 50 yards down the sideline to set that score up. That gave the Lobos a 10-point lead, 24-14, 9:26 to go in the third quarter, and you were feeling pretty good about the Lobos' chances at that point. But then consecutive touchdown drives by Forney, a 37-yard run by Osborne, and then Osborne takes it in from 4 yards out to cut the lead to 24-21. Longview still up by 3 with 7:11 to go in the third quarter. Their very next possession, though, they drove it again 52 yards after the Lobos had to punt it out of their own end zone. And it was Peterson with an 11-yard touchdown pass to Wyatt Williams with 1:58 to go in the third quarter, made it 28-24. And so going into the fourth quarter, Lobos had the ball a couple of times on fourth down. On 4th and 1, the first time they fumbled the football and weren't able to recover it with the yardage to gain for a first down. Later, with less than 3 minutes to go in the ball game, they had a 4th and 2. They ran what looked like it was going to be a jet sweep, but McCaden Frazier and Jacaden Davis ran into each other on the play. The play was stopped there short of the first down. Ball went over on downs. Forney holds on to win the game by a score of 28-24. You coming on? Okay, I didn't know. Come on down. John King here with us right now. Let me get you all rigged up. Glad to have you here, Coach. Sorry to talk to you for the first time in a while on these circumstances, but what'd you think?
Well, game of missed opportunities for us.
got hit in the recap. We had 3 turnovers in the first half because we had a fumble, muff punt, and then we roughed the punter. So I look at that as a turnover too. We had the ball, get possession of the ball, and we give it back to them. But we still find a way to come out of the first half with a lead. Get the ball, start the second half, come out and score and go up. Defense let them, I think they gave them some big plays there and kind of let them get back in the ball game. But all in all, we got a chance to win the ball game. We got 2 fourth down plays we screw up. We had more missed assignments, mistakes, self-inflicted wounds on offense tonight we've had a long time. And I don't know. We got to do some soul searching there. But, got it down there inside the 5-yard line and we get nothing. And the last play, no time to snap the motion right, snap the ball, and we run into one another. So, you're not going to win making those kind of mistakes, and going back to the play before we got to the 5-yard line, we called the wrong wristband. So, if we call the correct wristband, it's a touchdown. So, you don't win. Now you're 1-1 in district. You're fighting for the playoff life. And, here's what it is. We dug ourselves a hole tonight and, had a chance to go 2-0. And not taking anything away from Forney. I think they're a fine football team, great running back, quarterback, receiver. They gave us fits. But, we were our own worst enemy. So now 1-1, got to go to Tyler next week. And we ain't got no room for error. It's what I told me is before it gets to 2-0, who knows how this thing's fixing to shake out. There's some good teams not going to make the playoffs. And we just need to make sure we're not one of them. But, play like this again, it ain't going to beat nobody.
Well, that's the thing about tonight's ball game is it looks like 2 perfect, almost completely even football teams except for the errors.
We made a bunch of them. We made it look even. I thought we had a lot of success running the ball out. And come out, and then we busted blocking the assignment, back bounce with the ball, stick it where it needs to go. It was a comedy of errors. We'd run speed option down here. We had to kick the field goal, and we blocked the pitch guy. It was like this. We ain't done that all week. And you're down here on the 4-yard line, and you screw up like that. It just, I don't know. It's frustrating, but, things happen. Sun's going to come up tomorrow. You hate it because we were good enough to win the game. Even, we had so many chances with the ball on the plus side of the field, we do nothing, and so here's what it is. Congratulations to Forney, Coach Flainer. They come over here and earned the win at Lobo Stadium. So that's a feather in their cap. When the last time Forney beat Longview at Lobo Stadium, but they did it tonight.
I don't think they ever have.
Yeah, well.
Until tonight.
Yeah, until tonight. And, none of the other mattered. The only thing that mattered tonight was tonight, and they did it, and we didn't.
Okay, Coach, I want to ask you just a few questions. How you feeling?
Better. Strength's getting better. Talking a little bit better. Still got to do some speech therapy. But, I told the kids, and it ain't no secret, I'm going to do radiation. That's going to be coming up in a couple of weeks. And it was my choice to do it because I want to err on the side of the safety of the best. I want to kill it. I don't know how else to put it.
Sure.
Put it in layman's terms. So I'm not going to want to sit and wait and monitor it. Now, I did have a PET scan done. It came back with great results because I was worried about that. Because you never know. So that came back good. I ain't out, I ain't out of the woods yet, but I got a fighting chance, and that's all I want. And, but I'm feeling better. Doctors have been very positive about it. They think this thing can turn out good for me. And like I said, I got a chance. But glad to be back. And love being around these kids and these coaches and being back involved with the team. Just wish we'd play better tonight.
With the radiation, will that mean you have to miss another game or two? Or?
It's be down the line. So they say it's rough. And I'm going to listen to everything they tell me. But we'll see.
Okay.
My plan is to coach as long as I can. And when I can't be effective, then I can't. But we'll see. It's going to be kind of week to week when we get to that point.
Now, what's your game plan as far as tomorrow is concerned?
Well, I'm back in the saddle. I'm going to Atlanta. I'm going to get on a plane in the morning and fly to Atlanta and watch my son play. Hadn't watched him all year long, so look forward to that. Got a chance to see him last weekend. He came in.
We love seeing that.
Yeah, I love seeing him. He surprised me. He standing over my bed at 1:30 in the morning. I said, "What in the world is going on?" I didn't know if I, done went to somewhere else. I'm like, "Oh Lord." Anyway, he got me, but I've been so proud of him and what he's meant to. I'm gonna tell you, to Georgia Tech, but in my opinion, to college football.
Absolutely.
You don't see a guy like him too often no more, and he makes Longview proud. And I love it when they always talk about from Longview, Texas, because there ain't no doubt he represents Longview and East Texas in finest fashion.
Well, I'm going to tell you what, he's captured the nation's attention, that's for sure.
And he didn't ask for it, but he knows where he's at now. And he went through a rough patch down there at A&M and bet on himself and made himself one heck of a name in Atlanta, Georgia, and they're having a special year. And what he says, he truly means. He'll do what he's got to do to win. He don't care if you want me to hand it, throw it, run it. I don't care. I want to win.
Well, how is your energy? Are you going to be able to handle a day like that tomorrow? Or
yeah, I think so. Energy's doing good.
Okay.
That was one thing going to Rockwall last week.
Yeah.
I did get tired. By the time that game was over, I was exhausted. But we left at 2. Game ended at about 10. So we'll see. I've had some people reach out to me wanting to put me up in the suite. I said, I'm going to sit out there with the parents and like I normally do and enjoy the game. So I ain't going to make it about me. I'm just going to watch my son and see it in person.
Well, we just want you to take care of yourself and enjoy it.
I am. If I can't get around, I'll go sit down somewhere in the shade.
Johnny?
Yeah, what I was going to say is I think Haynes is the toughest guy in college football. He's unbelievable.
That's what happens to get raised in that Lobo.
That's just what every time I see him get hit, I say, I know why.
Yeah.
He gets up.
He does. Getting raised around them Lobos and playing for the Lobos, it makes you tough. He didn't start out that way now, Johnny. I'm serious. He was a little whiny kid. But if you're going to play quarterback around here and your last name was King, you better be tough. I wouldn't listen to that.
I believe that. Well, what time is your flight?
6 a.m.
So, I was going to say, are you going to have to sleep in a pickup tonight, too?
Before you sleep in my bed for a couple hours.
Okay.
But, with all this going on, I don't sleep full nights anyway. Mind's racing and there's so much stuff going on. But anyway, I've been real fortunate. And I said this, I guess, the last time I talked to you after I left it. The care I've received from Longview, the doctors, the hospitals, the specialists, it's been outstanding, and I'm very grateful, to people that have played a major role in this. And some people I never knew, and got to meet and trusted what people told me, and lived on faith. But it's been amazing, and I'm going to be forever grateful. There's no way I can repay the people that's done what they've done for me, and the fans too, and the Lobo Nation and our supporters. I do appreciate it very much, and I'm going to give it my all. And when my all ain't good enough, then I'm going to find something else to do. But I can tell you, I plan on giving it my all for a while. I ain't done yet.
I'm planning on you being around for a while, too. So, well, Coach, I'll let you go. I know you want to get some rest and get ready for the trip tomorrow. But
appreciate y'all.
Really
nice seeing y'all.
Really good to see you. Last week was just a joy to be able to see you in that press box and see Haynes down there with you. That was awesome.
Yeah, I wasn't sure about doing the interview, but I've done some since then. I said, heck, I can do that radio interview with y'all. So, ain't no secret I got to get my speech better, but I'm not embarrassed about it. It's part of what I got to do. So,
I'm just glad you're here talking to us.
Heck yeah, it could be a lot worse. And I am fortunate. It could be a heck of a lot worse.
Yeah.
And they ain't have no pity party because I see people every day's got it worse than me. So.
Well, I'll tell you, John, you really look good. I mean, I hate to say that about you.
He's on that forced diet, too. That's one thing. How much weight have you lost?
20 pounds. I lost that pretty quick.
Yeah, I imagine.
But I ain't lost much since I've been out, and I've had some other things that stopped me from eating, some dental work.
Sure.
Stuff I couldn't eat at certain times, but anyway, I got where I can eat fried chicken again, so I'm almost back right.
Already ready to go. Well, Coach, thanks again very much. Appreciate you. Thank you for coming up. And we'll look forward to talking to you next week for sure.
You bet.
Okay, that's John King, the head football coach of the Longview Lobos. We're going to wrap it up here from Lobo Stadium. The Lobos fall tonight by a score of 28-24 to Forney. They drop down to 3-3 on the season. They're 1-1 in district play. We are in Tyler next week as the Longview Lobos will take on the Tyler Legacy Red Raiders at Christus Trinity Mother Frances Rose Stadium. The pregame show with Coach John King at 7 o'clock. We'll have the kickoff for you at 7:30 with all the action. Want to thank you very much for listening tonight. For Johnny Vaughn, for Matt Morton back at the station, for Coach John King, I'm Brian Houston. Thanks so much for listening. Have a great weekend. You've been listening to Longview Lobo Football on 106.5 Jack FM.
Why hire the Lobo lawyers? Because if you've been seriously injured through no fault of your own, you don't have to fight the insurance company alone. We are your pack, and we will fight for you. When it's time to Lobo up and lawyer up, call Sorey and Hoover, the Lobo Lawyers. 903-CALL-DAN. Board-certified personal injury trial lawyers. 903-CALL-DAN. That's 903-CALLDAN. Sorey and Hoover, the Lobo Lawyers.
Thanks for listening to the Longview Lobo Postgame Show, an exclusive broadcast presentation on 106.5 Jack FM.
Also brought to you by the law offices of Sorey and Hoover.
Jack FM had forgotten how expensive going outside was.